Oh, back for some D&D. I've got a sore throat, but all of a sudden it feels good. I feel like I've been pretending to be all day. As we're back on the boat after a fun little night in the, what was it called? The circus. I keep calling it a circus, but it's more than a circus. It's an aquatic marvelment. It's a show of aquatic, it's Sea Life Centre really, but a moving one, which is wonderful. As you guys went to Oswald's Aquatic Marvels for the evening to play some games. Von Van got a pet crab. Von Van got crabs. I should have said that. It would have been, come on, Herb, you're quicker than that. Start again. Von Van got crabs. Otter failed twice at a dexterity game and then was kind of given a booby prize. And then you went through to watch the show, the Aquatic Marvelment Show, a waterside circus parade where there was fire breathers, some strongman shows, and then the aquatic marvelments of the Triton and the Beast Tamers as they put on a show for a small audience here in Redvant, as with everything going on with the elves being back and just general Death Bloom nonsense in the city. The Oswald's Circus was looking to kind of pack up, do the last couple of shows, and get the hell out of here. During the show, however, during the performance of the Wave Tider, Coraline herself, the one in possession of a dazzling set of sapphire earrings, a familiar face appeared. Two water dragons, water nagas, appeared, much like one that you had seen in Allhearth, as the sea witch, of which you do not know her name, I don't believe, appeared on the ship to threaten Oswald as the show's performance continued. And a fight ensued. The rest of you were kind of kept at bay as you got the rest of the audience to safety, kind of by accident, and had a very close fought battle with these two sea dragon beasts and the water witch herself as she looked to take the earrings from Coraline, leaving her incapacitated body on the floor and escape. Otter performed a daring John Wick-esque run and jump to tackle the water witch into the water to slow down. But after both sea beasts were killed, the water witch swam away essentially at great speed with the earrings, leaving. Ooh, wait a minute! You can't have been on the boat, Otter. Weren't you in a cocoon?
Yes, I'm still in the water.
Oh yeah, you're still in the water. Good. There is only 3 people on the boat. As yes, to save himself, a new power was used as Otter encased himself in ice as the last of the Nagas attacked, creating himself a coffin made of ice and protecting himself from the coming attacks. As the Water Witch got away, with the rest of you, we finished with the rest of you rushing to the shore to see the bobbing ice coffin of Otter, as Zaga made his way down to the scared Oswald himself, the turtle, drew his claws and demanded to know. Did you actually demand where to know your bagpipes were straight away, or did you just threaten him? I can't remember the exact word you used.
I think I said something along the lines of, "Where are they, turtle?"
Yeah, I think it was vague enough. As we finished there with, on the ship, Zaga, the turtle Oswald, and the incapacitated body of Coraline, with the rest of you on the sea shore. We are in initiative still, as Zaga was at the top of the round, so it's really, oh my god, it's really up to you what you guys want to do from here.
I wasn't expecting that to be so loud. I apologise. I'm guessing that's when you turned it up for the sub sounds yesterday.
Yeah, that's how that works. My
the
God!
Are still really quiet, or they were.
I just shut myself.
Who did,
We're doing the pee break early because Bern needs to clean up after himself and order a new chair on Amazon on next day delivery.
That's why I turned it down. Now we know. Wait, let me put it on the browse.
Can we do another test?
Wait. Don't do it yet. Jesus. Shit ourselves. Right, do a test, but prepare yourself. Okay, that's better. Holy shit now.
It's good we learned that now instead of in the middle of like something serious we were trying to do.
Okay, well, that's broke me up. So, yeah, we are still in initiative. So, Zaga, over to you as you draw the claws out. I suppose, do you want to all just play through initiative or we want to break? Because I don't know, when does your ice cocoon break, Otar?
At the end of my turn.
Okay.
Coming up.
Okay. So, yeah, Zaga, as you draw the claws out and demand to ask where it is, Oswell turns to look at you. He's kind of hands up. And he's like, oh, come on, mate. I thought you were here to help us.
I said, where are they, Turtle?
Where what?
You know what I'm looking for.
Roll an insight check.
Inside.
Mm-hmm. Where's my lucky blue dice?
10.
10. That's not great. As you look, you see genuine fear in this man. This turtle's eyes. I mean, he was just held at knife point, and then a fight's happened around him, and now you are drawing claws, Wolverine style, at his throat. That is all he replies. You, if we are in initiative, still have your action. If there is anything else you would like to do before we move.
No, I'm not going to question him anymore on this turn if other people still want to be in initiative.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to hold my claws there. If he tries to run, I will hold an unarmed attack with the claws.
Okay, nice.
To attack him.
Nice.
I'm happy to do this out of initiative.
Because you're going to have
Depends how
to
you want to do it.
get up on the boat. Well, so it's Art is up next. Art's got to use his movement just to catch up with everyone else, unless he's staying back where he is all the way to the fight.
I'm the fight's over. I'm done. I'm going to look for someone to sit down and kind of rest my weary eyes, but rest my tired legs. I've worked hard.
Okay, cool. Nice. So yeah, we'll end initiative there as you are the only one on the boat, Zaga. The rest of you will as you make your way to the shore side, can see this bobbing ice coffin of otters as it starts to crack in the seawater and splinter open. As otter, you are released back into the water, bobbing off the shore side between the boat and the shore.
Where did she go? And I'm like looking around, trying to find.
I'm half imagining you like taking in water as you're saying this, out of the shock of coming out of your ice.
Yeah.
thing.
Give me a perception check.
22.
22, nice. As you look around, you can see the two floating bodies that you are kind of like almost nuzzling into now of the kind of sea dragons. As you get the sense, and you kind of perception-wise, using your feeling, using your sense, drawing in to try and just sense her presence. You know that when she is now this second time of being close, you almost have a sense, a presence of feeling when she's close, whether she's close or whether it's artifacts that she has on her that draw you. But you, as you feel around, you don't sense within your immediate presence, within the 30 foot around you, that you can feel her sense. You can't feel the draw of any artifacts in close proximity to you, but you can see the two dead bodies of these sea dragons as they start to slowly float down. I was saying before, they don't disappear. They almost look like they're starting to dissolve, as if there is some magic. Whilst they are beasts that did bleed out in the water, as they are kind of sinking down, they are almost starting to, like bath bomb style, dissolve into the water to leave nothing behind. They're not dissolving guts and blood out into the sea around you. They're almost slightly fizzing as they are dissolving into the seawater.
I just scream, "Fuck!" like really loud, and I'm quite obviously enraged.
Yep.
And I make my way and clamber back up onto the shore, onto the dock, and make my way towards the boat.
Yeah, so as it stands now, there is no walkway out. You can see off to the far left and far right, there are like pontoons that have been pulled back that are like tied back to the docks that you'd have to like swim out or drag out to. So for now, the boat literally is just anchored and floating away from the shore with just, as you guys hope, Zaga on board. So yeah.
Can I see any way I could possibly climb up the boat, the side of the boat?
Not from this side. The way that it's you can see it's set up for the show, and with most of the occupants being having some sort of swim speed and water being powered by some water magic, that they obviously don't leave anything showing whilst the show's on. It does look like you would see where the pontoon's been pulled back, that they can be pulled out, but it's whether someone wants to swim to take them out so you can walk across and then find a rope to get up. Your best bet would be, I hope someone's on board that can throw down the ladders to get you up over the side. But yeah, you from your position looking up at the ship and with the light that's there, you probably wouldn't even see Zaga and the turtle.
When I was on the boat, would I know Zaga was up there?
Ooh, good point. Yes, because you would have heard him try to do the command spell as you were in Blink.
And I was yelling, "Give me the torch."
Yes, I heard him.
Yeah. You had a conversation. She knows Zaga's up there.
After hearing what Zaga had said when I was blinked, I just shouted to Zaga, "Throw out a rope, Zaga! Throw out a rope."
All right. The rest of you, we are outside of initiative, so if the rest of you want to jump in with anything, just jump in. But yeah, Zach, as you hear that, you see the turtle kind of, his eyes are just watching you as he's waiting to see if you move, as he kind of looks out to his right towards the shore as he hears people shouting, and he says, "Zaga, is that your, that's your, oh, fuck, I keep trying to do my Australian accent, I keep losing it." "Zaga, mate, is that your, that's your name? Look, Zaga. Let's work something out. I know you've saved us here, and you've got rid of whatever that lady's been. I've got Cora down here. She needs to be looked after, and I just need to know what you want."
Turtle, you know what I want. You were seen taking something from Draka.
Draka. Oh. Draka. We haven't been to Draka for years. No, wait, it wouldn't be actually years. It would be much less. I forget how little time would have passed between there. He will think, mate, goes, I didn't, mate, you've got it tied up. I didn't take anything from Draka. We were in Draka. We didn't have a great time with the show. I thought you guys enjoyed it somewhat, but you were all more into your drinking and your gambling more than anything else. What, just please, just help me, mate. Tell me what you took. He seems genuine as you are looking at him through that checks.
Yeah, I already did the inside thing and didn't get anything, did I?
No.
I'm just going to get right up in his face and say, "Where are my bagpipes?"
He like, you're tall, but you're still not as tall as a tall. He's like back at him. He's like, "Oh, you're back? I mean, you." Hey, mate, look, a deal's a deal. If you didn't want to give up the bagpipes, you guys didn't have to give up the bagpipes. A wager's a wager. You guys owed me the gold, and that was the deal we made. You didn't want to give up the gold, so I got given the bagpipes. I didn't take anything, man. And like I say, if you like to gamble, you like to gamble. But you kobolds, you really like to gamble.
What? Who gave up the bagpipes?
He's like, I can't.
Where are they now?
Well, we had them. It's the bagpipes. It's He's like, we just literally sold them not days ago. It's someone came looking for what backup instruments we had. I took the bagpipes because we have a couple of bards in the show, but they didn't like how they sounded. No offense to your bagpipes, mate, but I've just had them hanging around waiting for the right buyer. But someone came up to me, some merchant, and just offered me decent gold for them. Honestly, I didn't know they had any value. I was giving them as exchange for rather than taking gold from the island. So I think there's been some sort of misunderstanding. Give me a history. Give me a history check and a wisdom saving throw.
history will be 50.
Mm-hmm.
Wisdom saving throw will be 6.
6. You, as he's going through this and talking, because you are ready to, you're ready to be like, this turtle is a hole, stole my bagpipes. As you remember back to the night that Oswell and the circus kind of came in, they did their show, but the show was like raucous. There was a few Dragonborn there, but there was a lot of like Dragonborn took a lot of the kids there. But from the kobolds, like you were there with your brothers, there was a lot of other kobolds there, and you were like naughty little kids. So there were like a lot of drinking, a lot of just like trying to put off the show, general teenage behavior. And as you're like trying to rack through, like the wisdom, every time you like trying to get in and follow the memory through as to what happened that night, you kind of break. You get to the point where you remember the show, and you remember after the show there was drinking and there was gambling. There's always like dice games going on and betting. They're like an old man pub. Have you ever seen them where they like flick the pound coin at the fucking wall? Just any time to do any sort of gambling whilst you're drinking or do anything. There's always games going on. There's always wagers going on. There's always one-upmanship. And you remember the turtle being there, and you remember there was drinking and gambling. And then with the wisdom saving for at 6, there's this massive blackouts, and the next thing you remember is waking up in the morning, noticing your bagpipes are gone, and then asking where they've gone, being told by some of your like mates and your brothers that the turtle's got the bagpipes, and you've been like, fucking turtle stole my bagpipes. But there's a whole middle section that you just cannot. As he's going through and saying that, as you replay the memory through, you realise that there are gaps in time in your memory.
Zaga, through gritted teeth, will say, "Describe the merchant."
Well, it was. Well, I didn't really get great look. There was an elf and a younger looking gentleman, or was it a lady? They were very like androgynous. I couldn't really tell between, but they came specifically asking if we had any magical instruments, anything that we weren't using for the shows. And as I was going through some of the stuff, they to actually think of it, they prompted for sort of like bagpipes or like wind instruments. And at the time, I thought it was a bit weird and struck a luck because I had these bagpipes from you guys that I just wanted to get rid of. They paid good gold for them, and I sold them on their way. They went, but they came to me. I believe they were somewhere in Redvant, but I couldn't tell you for sure. I didn't ask any more questions.
At this point, I've realised that Otter's been shouting at me from the shore,
Yeah.
and I've been paying no attention.
Hello.
I turn back to the turtle, and I cast the command spell at him, and I just say, "Halt."
I rolled on that one.
Yeah,
Is he just like,
okay. So, with him being stuck there, I'll look for a rope or a ladder or something to toss over the side.
You can see near him, behind him, is where the normal edge would be, where you'd normally hang ropes down. You can see there's a rope ladder there to toss over the side.
I'll do that, and I'll let Otter go.
Cool. So you guys see a rope ladder gets thrown over the side, rolls down. Again, you're going to need to swim out to it if you want to swim out to it. But yeah, you're going to get wet if you want to get up on the boat.
Yeah.
But it's 20 foot, so it's not bad.
I say it, get thrown out and instantly just dive into the water and head for it. I kind of climb up it, and I'm assuming Zaga's at the top of it, nearby at least.
Nearby, yeah. Yes, as you climb up up the ladder and kind of throw yourself over the side onto the boat, you can see as you land over to your left, about 10 foot off to your left, towards the other side of the boat, the other side of the railings, is the unconscious body of the Triton. Just immediately, like 5 foot to your right, is the turtle frozen, staring away from you, and Zaga kind of making his way back round in front. What are the rest of you doing?
In thinking that them two are fine and making sure them two are alright, not really knowing what's going on, I'm going to head out towards the entrance to the tent to see if the guards and the families are alright out there, if anyone's coming in.
Yes. Yeah, cool. So you can go out and make your way towards Arta Fabian.
Seeing this, Arta gets the hint, so I sigh. And then I do that thing you do where you put your hands on your knees as you get up. And then I follow him to see if anyone's hurt that I may help with, but probably won't. I might just do a medical check.
Yeah. wants to see the bad things.
See, Kens wants to watch what's about to go down on the boat. But Faven's a busybody, so we'll probably want to go and help. And tell the guard she had nothing to do with it, and there's no need to worry and alert the stinky elves, so she'll probably go with Arthur.
Okay.
Whilst I'm doing that, can I be healing John? Can
Yes.
I unsummon and resummon him?
Yep, of course. Yeah, so you can see, and as you guys are doing this, as Otto kind of swims past and see, you can see the bodies of those dragons have almost dissolved completely into water now. Like all sign of them has disappeared, and they're not leaving behind like blood and guts. It's almost bath bomb style that they are just fizzing and disappearing into the sea. So all that's left of the battle is all of where the water flooded up and over. All of the benches have been knocked over in different various shapes and forms. There's still a lot of seawater lingering on the side here. Whilst the flood came over, it didn't draw all the water back, so you're kind of walking through like deep, salty water puddles, and you see where the tent front was round, that it caught a lot of the water, but you can see where the entrance was, it bowed and broke down. So you can see where the kind of two curtains that were closest to the entrance where you were let in have bowed inwards towards where the games were, where that flood of water kind of flushed in and flushed out. As you get closer, you can see and hear that there are people moving around. Give me perception check. One of you can do it with advantage, or you can all do it, up to you.
Do you want to do advantage?
I can do it with advantage.
Yeah, I do it with advantage because I need to get my dice out.
That's 25.
25, nice. As you go through, you can see that a lot of the crew that were there. First thing you notice is no elves, none of the guarded elves. You can see there's a few. There's no presence of them close in the sky with the 25. I will say that you can see that like off in the distance there looks to be a couple of these griffins maybe flying towards, but there are none of the 25. You know, you've got a bit of time because there are none close, and seeing what's gone down in the floodwater, you'd expected any that were close probably would have landed on a 25. Like if you'd seen that, you'd be coming down to see what the hell's gone on. So they must have been far enough away on their route, but you can see that some are maybe a way off. Whether they'll come down and investigate, who knows, but you know that there's no immediate threat of elves from above or already landed. You also will see a lot of the guys that were running the store. A lot of stores have been knocked over, and like the tables are broken where the water has just flushed through. A lot of the carts that were closest have been damaged, but you can see that there are people helping each other out. You can see that there was a few injuries, nothing serious, no like serious wounds. This was the main brunt that hit the rest of the audience was a flood wave, which kind of pushed people against the back wall and flooded them through. So there's a lot of cuts and bruises and scrapes and torn areas, but there's nothing serious. No one's like looks to immediately be bleeding out. You also see all of the members of the circus are there helping out. You've got the strongman's there. He's like helping like set stuff right, pull the carts up, reset where the tents are falling down. You've got some of the tiefling, the fire breather that's there. The one that is missing with the 25 is the gnome. There is no sight of any like sea lions or beasts, or the gnome, the beast tamer himself. Seems to be the only one that is not there, as well as, of course, Cora, who you know is on the boat. So you guys kind of make your way through, and you just have in front of you a list. If you just want to do like general helping and goodwill stuff, then we can say you do that, and we can do a couple of rolls for how well you do on it. But there are people there to talk to if you would like to as well. It's what you are trying to achieve.
I'll go around and treat everyone, any bruises and such, and like cuts and bruises from the wave knocking people over.
Yeah, nice.
But I'm not using a spell slot.
No. Just give me a medicine check, just for like your. Whoa.
I love that. I love it when I do that. It does sound like him unzipping something.
It does. Unzip drums.
But the good news is, all my
nice
for future reference, all my trousers are buttons, not zip.
Good to know.
I'm glad I know that now.
Yeah.
Well, you don't want to run the risk of getting something caught. I've got a +7 to medicine,
Yeah.
so
You are.
The fact I rolled a 9 is not an issue. That's 16.
I thought you meant a 9 overall. I was like, Jesus. 16,
No,
nice.
16.
So yeah, you go around and you can see where there's like families who have multiple children who are trying to like get them sorted and calm them down, and you go around and just give the medical checks with a 19. You are very you provide
16, not a 19.
16, sorry. You provide a calming presence as you're there, just making sure that they are like they're fitting bandages well, they're cleaning up, they're like drying off before they're doing stuff, just giving guidance where you can and being a calming presence to those around you.
Does he have a quote for this?
I was going to ask the same thing.
If he had a quote, it might give him advantage. You should do it beforehand.
I should do, yeah. I'm not gonna, and let me think of one on the spot. Let's do this. This will be fun. Right. 3, 2, 1. Wherever we go, there may be injured, but together we move on.
Oh,
Or something.
I think can't say or something at the end.
Sounds like
Others
you
going in
need
with a
to
question mark.
Yeah. Or something? Who put a question mark on a teleprompter?
When there's a question mark at the end, I say question mark. You should know that by.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Nice. But yeah, you go around and you see as Fabian and Von, as you guys kind of walk through, Von, you're sketching and checking out and being like, right, okay, cool, elves, now we seem safe, right, where are people, right, actually, you clearly can see the circus performance because you've, seen them before, also they're dressed in costumes for their circus thing, so you spot the missing entities as Arta kind of dips off and starts helping people.
Yeah, I'm going to head over to the ones I can see and tell them that we've managed to get rid of what attacked of the rest of your crew were accounted for. I know there was some on the boat. A couple of our friends were up there tending to them. So yes, everyone that was off the boat, are they okay?
You see, step in forward. So you've got the half orc Rumblebelly kind of stood staring. It's still pretty resolved as he's been helping get stuff there, but the tiefling will step forward as she's like, "Well, do you know what that was? That was quite. I mean, we've seen some shit during this show, but I've never seen two CBs come up and just try and attack for no reason. Is Oswell and Caroline okay? Do you need us to help? Can we go back to the boat? I mean, our livelihoods on that boat.
I mean, as far as I know, I didn't see onto the boat myself, so I can't say for sure. But there are people up there with them.
Okay, well, we'll get set here and then we'll come on over. If you think it's safe, we'll make our way back up to catch up with Oswell and see what the hell is going on here. We just got a little bit more to do to make sure these people are safe. As she turns back, and you can see her starting to like prep up some kind of fire spell for lighting. They were in the preparations of like lighting, relighting some of the braziers, the big fire braziers that they use for light to create some heat and try and dry some people out, warm them up in this evening. So yeah,
I'll then just try and help out where I can.
Cool. So yeah, the tiefling sets off some what would just be like firebolt basic cantrips to light these fire braziers. A few of them brought together. Rumblebelly, the big half orc, is moving into place to kind of create like a four of braziers around in a circle where people are kind of gathered in the middle. So there's like a four-way of heat around them that they can get round. Everyone can get warmed up, and you can see they're there. So they've probably got a few minutes getting that ready before they're going to head back to the boat. As we cut back to the boat. So as the rest of your party are helping out the guys that are there, Otter, you land and see, as I said before, Zaga off to your right, with claws still retracted. You would catch at first glance that his nails on his hand look a little bit longer. His fingers would just look slightly elongated as he walks back round to the front of the turtle. And off to your left is the unconscious body of the Triton.
Without even looking at Zaga or paying him no heed, essentially, I say, I'm like, thanks. And as Zaga's sort of will be watching, I just kind of ominously sort of slowly walk over to the Triton, and I stretch out my right arm, like just straight out to my side. And essentially for flavour, I would just change my packed weapon. I would summon. You just see a dagger appear in my hand out of thin air. And I sort of kneel down onto one knee over the Triton. Is she semi-conscious?
She is stabilized. She didn't fail death saves.
Yeah, but she's sort of best to describe it, sort of half conscious. Would she be aware of now? I'm just thinking of flavor wise, essentially.
She wouldn't be, but if she wanted to come out, she is essentially knocked out, not dying, so she's like incapacitated. Would be how she's done that. She didn't fail death saves, so she's not dead.
Yeah.
But yeah, she is very, very woozy. So yeah, would not be moving.
I just.
Be breathing.
Well, I mean, that is not. I just sort of say, she'd have given me those earrings. And I take the tip of my dagger, press it up against her windpipe, and press down on it. Essentially, just slicing through her windpipe.
Nice. You kill an innocent artist. Cool. Second.
And then you see the whole me taking a soul thing.
Yep. Yeah. So as you finish the kill and draw the soul up into your body again, as you've seen before. You had it happen to you once, but now you are semi in control of it. So as you kind of push down and you feel the life leave the body of Coraline, you feel from your chest the hand protrude as it grabs and rips from the head, rips the soul down straight into your body. Obviously, as you're knelt down, it's not that far to travel. But yeah, you now have some semi-consciousness of what this is as you kind of feel the life force drain out of the Triton as it sucks into your body. This would be out of sight just of the turtle. From the way that the conversation was happening, the turtle is halted looking forward. Coraline was off to his back, left, so is just stuck the way that Zaga would have pointed him.
As that hand reaches out and takes the soul, and I feel the life force flow into me, I like that feeling. I like that sensation. And then I guess we go to Zaga.
Zaga notices what's happened behind the turtle and doesn't really pay it any mind. He's focused on this turtle. I'm going to drop concentration on the. It's not actual concentration, is it?
Maybe. Is it just? One of them is once the action is happened, it just runs out, and one of them is concentration.
Suggestions an 8-hour goes on until the task completed.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about command.
This is where I read the one.
Just...
It just lasts 1 round. So command would last 6 seconds essentially.
Yeah.
So yeah, as you command halt. Yeah, as you've kind of done that frame, we'll flavour it a bit longer than 6 seconds just for this. But yeah, you command and halt, throw the rope down, and as you come back round, as he kind of comes round, the turtle is aware of your presence, not so aware of what Otter is doing, but is aware that Otter is on the boat then with that.
I'm going to say to him now, listen to me closely, turtle. Your life depends on your next answer. What can you tell me that will help me find this merchant?
Oh, bloody hell, mate. I mean, I can go into town. I can have a look at the merchants before we leave. Try and find which one it was. It was someone with a lot of gold, at least, because they paid a decent amount for it. And they were an elf, and they were a purveyor of they said they were looking for just magical items. I tried to sell them on some other things, but they had no real interest. It was mainly magical instruments they were looking at. Honestly, mate, look, there's been a horrible misunderstanding, and like I say, I like a wager as much as the rest. If I'd known the importance, I don't know why you guys gave it to me in the first place. Someone bargained it back for gold. They said, "Don't take all the gold, take this instead." I thought we might be able to put it to good use. So I think we've just got a horrible misunderstanding. Let me just look after my people here. Maybe we can have a conversation about it.
I'm gonna pull my rapier out now, point it at his throat, and say, "Where's the gold then?"
Oh, crikey. The gold. I can get you the gold. The gold's in me. The gold's just. Well, I keep it safe.
Let's get the gold now.
Oh, okay. Come on, just. He's just like.
I'm hoping that he's not going to notice the dead Triton behind him.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, so if you want to like edge here, well, if you want, because it's behind him, so it's whether you want to like go behind and just like again like knife in the back of his head
I'll
to like push him
circle
forward.
behind him. And
Yeah.
just dig the rapier into his back a little bit.
Yeah, he's got a shell.
In the back of his neck.
It's Michelle. Cool. As you because that'd be the way for you to walk up. As he like hands up, waddles up the stairs into the chamber. He's like, you can see as he like you kind of get into the room. He's just a bit like, yeah. As he goes in behind and I think you guys found this anyway. In the end, did you find it in the end? He goes into one of the drawers of his things, and you hear him flick a switch as he's kind of looking at you like, I've given up on my save. As like a little hatch opens for him to go down into the unturned. He's like, I keep all of the equipment down here.
I've been here before.
You've been here before? Well, do you want? I mean, I've got to go. Do you want to go down first, or do you want me to go down first? Okay, and he just goes down the stairs and goes down to find it. As he goes through, this is where you have been, where there is the office up in the one side of the cargo container. As he will go through and he's rummaging about, you can see there's lots of photos up, as you'd seen before, lots of areas. You can see again as he walks through, there's a button on the left-hand side that he hits to disable any traps from him opening things. So he's just flicking switches as he walks in and around, as he goes and pulls out from one of the cupboards a small chest. And he's like, it was, I haven't spent any of it yet. We were just storing it maybe to use it to get away. It was going to help us, but like I say, there's been some misunderstanding, and I've got a circus to run, mate. I just want to keep my life. As he turns around, and there's a small chest that he has in front of him that he flicks up towards you, and you can see within it is a load of gold.
I'm going to use the command spell again and tell him to sleep.
Nice. He will drop the open thing of gold. As you command him sleep.
Was he holding it?
Yeah, he was holding it towards you.
Just
Sleep, and
he's
he's like,
it down on something.
I'll
take
he can put it
and
down.
then
Yeah, you
I'll
can
say
take it. Yeah.
sleep there.
Cool. This would be funny.
Take it with one hand.
Roll a dexterity check. You've got to pick up all this gold on the floor. Nice. Cool. So yeah, as he hits the deck with a poof, Otter, as you have pulled the soul out of the body, kind of look around. Zaga, you see the end of Zaga taking the turtle inside, and then 30 seconds later you hear this thud as like they're very heavy turtles, like wide set, big humanoids. They must weigh they would weigh like twice what a normal humanoid of the same height would weigh. You hear the thud of something hitting the deck from inside that cabin area. Although you haven't been downstairs into that place before. As you have in front of you, a chest of gold.
I'm just going to take the chest and go back up to the deck and leave the boat. If Otter's still there, I'll just turn to him and say, "Are you done?"
I'm done. You?
Yeah, I'm done.
Nice. So he if you're using the command spell again, sleep will last for 6 seconds. So as you get up and get out, you can kind of hear him stirring underneath as he starts flicking around. Doesn't come back up.
For him to not set up any traps or anything.
It's fine, and he doesn't rush. You would know that he's awake, but he doesn't come rushing up behind you in any way. You can see he's staying put. Probably feels quite safe down there. As you guys come towards the edge of the boat and look out, you see Faywin, Arta, Von being with and in and around the other performers that are kind of walking back from that main area into the presentation area.
I'm just going to say to them, "Let's get out of here. We're done."
You are like so you and Otto are on the boat. They are like 40, 50 feet away.
Oh, okay.
So you can just see them from a distance.
Imagining
They're
once
coming,
you get to shore.
Yeah. So that's me. If you're going to jump down and get across, then that's fair enough. I'm just saying, as you get to the edge of the boat, you can see as they're walking into the arena, 50, 60 foot away, it's Von Van Faywin, and you can see the massive half orc that's come through, the tiefling that's coming through.
I want to get away before anyone realizes there's a dead Triton on the deck.
Okay, cool. So yeah, Von Faywin, Arta, as you guys come into that arena with the rest of the performers who've set off the fires and bits, you see Otter and Zaga kind of scurrying down the rope, diving in and like wading across to come up to the shore the other side. We will see you join.
Yes, sir. Let's get out of here. We're done.
Oh,
Were they
sorry, you go
okay?
first, one.
Were they okay?
Portal's alive.
I mean, that's a bonus, right?
The Triton, not so much.
Yeah, did she get her before she got off the boat?
Something like that.
As you see the Tiffany's like, oh God, no. She like runs forward as Robert is like, oh, as he runs over the side, grabs the pontoon and starts just like dragging it across so they can get like a walkway across them. The hearing secondhand your conversation, these guys start to try and find their way back or to mobilize their way to get back onto the boat as quick as possible.
Again, then Zaga will say, let's get out of here. The elves will be here soon.
I just start walking off.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of. Not. I'm not kind of in my own world kind of thing. Whether they're following me or not, I'm not interested. I'm just walking off.
And I think everybody else can tell from Zaga's tone that he's quite angry.
I don't. It didn't give it away. I mean, I turn to the group and I say, "I'll tell you what, though, I've never seen such an interactive show before. I can't. The fake blood, and then I think about it, and then I'm like, oh, that was real.
Yeah.
Oh,
That was real.
that explains why it hurts so much.
I think that was Otter's thunderstep. Oh, actually, I didn't see that from the shore. I knew he thunderstepped.
Yeah.
I didn't know he hit Otter.
You would have heard it, I imagine.
Ow!
Well, that and the thunder.
Oh, the thunder! You'd heard the thunderclap. Yeah.
Yeah.
The clap followed
just
by
the
that.
pe-
Ow!
Actually, Arta's cries of pain actually were louder than the thunderclap.
Yeah.
It was quite impressive.
He used thaumaturgy to really make it known that he was hit. Cool. So you guys are gonna scurry off past to try and get out before any elves turn up.
Zaga will definitely follow after Otter as he's already walking.
Nice. Cool. So you leave off into the cloud port. You see, as you guys are leaving there, they've pulled across the boat. Again, no sign of the gnome, and they're making their way up to get up onto the deck. But you are outside of earshot before you hear anything that happens on the boat. You pass by those that are drying off and get themselves set as people are starting to leave as well with you. So as you're kind of leaving out, you're getting a troop of people, and not a lot of people are deciding to hang around here after what's happened. Once they're settled and have kind of had initial wounds tested, got over the initial shock of being tidal waved away from this show, that they are getting up and leaving. So you kind of leave out with a bit of a crowd into Cloudport.
On the way out, do I see the girl and her mum that played the crab game with us?
Roll a luck check. Evens.
That's a 3.
You don't. In the crowd of people that are around, you can't pick out. As you're looking, you can't see whether they were hurt, not there, left already, what was going on. But there are groups of people sat and huddled around, and where they've now all pulled together, it's like more difficult to pick out individuals as you are trying to leave without kind of wasting time.
Baywin's looking at one and saying, "Give it to me."
That's my crab.
Maybe sleight of hand so I can steal the crab?
Yeah, if you want to steal the crab. You could just ask for the crab.
No, I don't want to ask. I should be offered it.
You're really you're really good at persuasion. I mean, after what happened to oh shit, gone but not forgotten.
John? Hector?
Hector, there we go.
Orin, I mean, there's a long list.
I really want
By the
to.
way,
Yeah.
Someone's gonna get a
what's John
bollocking
come
for-
back as this time? Is John still axe level?
I thought she could only change it when a long rest.
And when she casts it, she can cast whatever.
When I resummon
It's
it.
a spectral beast, so it can be relevant
He's
for
gonna be. What time is it, please?
It's late in the evening.
Always an owl.
How? Nice.
I'm imagining someone's going to get a bollocking for not offering the crab at some point.
Imagine someone you say, who could that someone be? Nice. So you leave into the cloud port before any elves could possibly arrive, leaving behind a ship that's in pretty good condition. Little singed at the front from the fireball, but other than that, was left in pretty good nick. As you head off into the cloud port region of Redvant. Where are you going from here?
I'd imagine we're heading back to the Red Hood hideout, unless anyone has something else they want to do.
I mean, Fun Van's from the Druid's Grove.
Oh,
We should go and speak to Viper.
I haven't told anybody. Yeah.
Are we still on? Is the executioner's run tomorrow or the day after?
Day after.
Okay. Yeah, I think we should go and speak to Viper.
Nice. Cool. So you make your way back via the streets to the Red Hood's HQ underneath the Thistle and Shamrock. As you arrive, again, same feeling. Not a lot of people, not a lot of Red Hoods knocking about. A few more in the later evening as a lot of the jobs are finished and the Night's Watch are getting ready to go out. It's probably it's probably 11ish. In the evening as you make your way back to the Red Hoods. If you're going to try and find Viper, your best bet might be the morning. She isn't around like 24/7. And as you're getting back, you can feel like there's drinks and stuff being had by people around, but it's definitely not office hours for the Red Hoods.
Zaga's not in the mood to talk to Viper or really anyone else right now. He's just going to go off and try and get some sleep. And also count his gold.
Mm-hmm.
Same. Otter's not in the mood either. He's going to put 5 gold in the tip jar.
Mm-hmm.
And knowing there's not a lot of booze here anyway, he's going to sit in the corner and pull out one of the bottles of Kraken and just drink.
Nice. Cherry bunch as you make your way back.
Fun Van, are you gonna go as well, or are you gonna wait here for a bit? As Faywin puts her hand in her bag to pull out a mystery fruit.
I will wait here for a bit.
Because I'm a bit peckish.
Fun Van ready's the enlarged reduce style.
It's a good thing you can afford your own dinner.
Did you just get a fruit out and be like, I'm a bit peckish. I'm gonna eat something fucked up. Okay, cool. Nice.
You just turn it into a gelatinous blob.
Yeah, I took a dark turn with them. So Otter's in the corner drinking his rum. Kobold's gone back to count his gold. The rest of you are gonna enjoy the entertainment of Faywin eating berries or berry.
Don't set the Red Hood's hideout on fire this time.
No promises.
That was so funny.
You must be very bored if you're
Tiger,
eating
look
those for
what I can
something
do.
exciting to happen.
Breathe fire on him.
That was so funny. Like, I wake up, what do you do? I go and breathe fire on him. You want to breathe fire on Zaga whilst he's asleep? Yeah. It's like, fuck it. No. Okay. Nice. So you're going to eat your fruit?
Yeah.
Still surprisingly fresh in the bag. These fruit, did I say they last for 30 days? Did I say? Pretty sure I did.
Did you? I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah, I did. Just so you don't keep them forever. But there's only been like 4 days. So yeah, they're still doing pretty good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Roll a. Oh no, you've used 2 already.
I used to, yeah.
Roll a D8 for me.
4.
4. Ooh, nice. What does this fruit look like?
This one is quite a nice shade of pink, maybe like a Kinsey long pink, which is obviously known in the wild. Very actually.
Okay.
And it's in the shape of a curved star. So it's kind of like a star but with curved edges.
Pink curved star. Lovely.
So it looks like one of the aliens from the film Evolution.
Yeah.
I don't watch movies.
I don't watch.
It came out like 20 years ago.
Yeah,
Evolution's a good movie.
it's a good movie. Yeah.
I'm far too young.
David Duchovny from the X-Files.
Alright.
Press X to doubt.
That's good. Let's give me a second whilst my brain loads. Nice. So you take out the Kinsey Lowell pink curved star-shaped fruit, and lovely. It's very sweet, and then you get hit with a sour at the end, and the sour taste that's left kind of gives you a weird tingling feeling, but in a good way, not like in a positive head rush. We'll call it that, as you feel a little more heroic, as you are imbued with some additional hit points, temporary hit points, and you feel blessed. This is a good time fruit, as it is technically like a potion of heroism. So you get 10 temporary hit points for an hour. They go on top of your hit points, and then once they're gone, they're gone. And you are also under the effect of Bless, but it's no concentration. So Bless would normally last a minute. This lasts for an hour and gives you a D4 on top of every attack roll or save. Attack roll or saving throw, yeah. And you essentially cut for an hour. You just get to add a D4 to every attack roll and save you make, with no way of it being broken.
Lovely.
Faye goes and starts a fight.
It's like heroism and giants. Which ones have you
I'm
done?
for a boxing match.
So yeah, you don't change for your physical form, which everyone is disappointed about, but you've got a pretty good.
How does that work then? So say if I had the giant purple grape, the teeny tiny peach, and the pink star, if I made a fruit salad out of those, am I like cooking on gas at that point?
Yeah, you
You'd be
are
a
enlarged, heroic,
giant.
and with fire breath.
Incredible.
But you got to do the voice.
Yeah.
I'm glad I'm not big this time.
Oh dear.
Oh no.
I just burned
Watch
down
out.
the house.
I'm blessed and I've got fire breath. Whoa. Cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You still got 6 different types of berry.
Oh really?
Mm-hmm.
There can't be that many of each, can there?
No, there's only 16 left.
Yeah, I think you were going to say there'd be a certain amount of different ones that I could have, and then we'd
Yeah.
pick how many.
We'll
of
see.
each.
We'll see what they are, and then we'll see how many you get of each one.
Interesting. So I've got another 6 to try.
You've got another 6 to try, which will leave you 10 berries.
Wow.
Can I
Split.
try one?
No.
You can watch me eat, but you can't eat. I don't share these.
You didn't offer a crab, mate.
Yeah, true. Maybe swap it for the crab.
Should have thought about that.
Would have been better at the game.
Could I pull out a peach fruit? The fireball one.
You can. A teeny tiny fuzzy peach, I think you described it as.
Yeah, a teeny tiny fuzzy peach that will burn off one man's silly my hair.
You can.
I'm not actually going
Oh,
to do
okay.
this. I'd like to withdraw that.
I would like to put that. Just get it out. Show him it and put it back in the bag. Don't make me eat the teeny tiny fuzzy peach. As she threatens you, Von, you are reminded of what a freak Faywin is with 6 fingers on one hand. Puts you off. It was intimidating, and you see the like 6th finger, and it's a bit like, whoa. Take my strong hand.
I mean, the one bonus to having 6 fingers is more hula hoops on one hand.
Oh yeah.
Oh, can I have 6 fingers?
We keep talking about business ventures. I think Faywin's got hers lined up now.
catch a
For
gibbering
personal
mouth.
use only, of course.
Get him to turn people into six-fingered beasts so he can put hula hoops on their fingers.
No,
Sounds
hula
good.
hoops for herself, and then she can sell them or any left over.
Good point.
Or a jewellery maker, and I could demonstrate my.
Jewelry maker, ding.
It's the bedtime.
I
bedtime
hit
bell.
my I hit my plate with my phone when I was putting it down.
Nice. So you're back. You've eaten very. Is we going to beds?
Yes.
Let's go on to beds. Nice. Cool. You all make your way after however many hours, but give yourself enough hours to sleep, of course. Can have drinks. If anyone has drinks, can knock some copper off for the little alcohol that is left here. As you go to your dormitory, the like big open dorm room with the kind of curtains that pull between the beds here in the underground caves of the Red Hoods. Zaga, you are counting your gold.
Yeah, I am.
In the give me a investigation check.
Investigation, okay. That is a nat 20 plus
Nat 20.
6.
Nice, that's pretty good. You as you're going through and counting the gold, you can see that the markings of the coins themselves are very well minted. Like they're the gold and gold coins here, or they still operates on like the ye olde gold scale, where it's like a gold coin weighs the same, all gold coins weigh the same, but some of them in some of the different areas start to mint in different ways and have different patterns on. These are very well minted, like very good shape, very strong shape, like less just like flattened at the right weight, but I've got the imprints on. And all have like slightly different markings, which is like, this is quite fancy as you're going through and counting. You go through, but you do notice that in the like dark light of the cave here, that there seems to be a shimmer on some of this gold as you're counting through it. It looks like gold and it's got a shine to it, but because it's quite dim in here, it's almost that there's like an additional. Like additional reflection or additional light kind of coming from these coins, and it's got like a greenish tint to it in the low light of the candle, as you'll hear. But the gold, as you go through and count the gold, you have 5,000 gold pieces within this chest.
That's a lot of gold.
It's a lot of gold. They're a very good set of bagpipes.
I put the gold in my coin purse. I make a note of
You're gonna need a bigger coin purse.
I'm gonna need a chest, the weird imprint, and the greenish light.
Yeah.
I make a note of it.
Mark that, yeah, because these are whilst it is gold, it can be used as gold. Just make note of how many of this particular that you've got. That whenever you're using that gold in particular, let me know. Because it is it's a strange, as in like the coins are the coins themselves are odd in from your investigation and from your knowledge. Just the looking at them and the shiny is what you get from them, but the minting and stuff of the coins, you've never seen anything like this before. So if you're using them, I just need to know in case any merchants that are taking them are also interested.
Okay, and with that, I will go to sleep. While thinking about the weird elf merchant, the androgynous elf musical instrument merchant. That's not weird at all.
It's not. Nice. So you go to sleep. Everyone else is going to sleep. So, as you take your night's rest, Otter, you are drunk. You're drunken stupor as you go in and plump yourself down, boots off on the bed, thinking about how close again you've come to artifacts and mist, and just feeling, although you have this, or you feel like this ulterior motive, this other way that you are helping your god, as you have your patron, sorry, not god, as the soul. You can feel the soul that you've taken in a day is given over to the patron at night. You feel the power like leaving as you are flushed with a connection to the patron that makes you feel powerful. Can you give me a Can you give me a perception check for... is it perception? No. Give me a wisdom saving throw.
17.
17. As you are concentrating on this feeling, like concentrating on the moment, it's almost like meditation as you are feeling, and you would have felt and understood as the souls, when you collect the souls that are then taken, you know that you are drawn to capturing these souls, bringing the life force of people into you, but you know you are just an intermediate vessel. Like, they're not for you to hold, they're for you to pass on, they're for you to collect. And after the first time you felt this, like this loss, is almost, you feel like your soul was being sucked as you passed them away. This time round, knowing it's coming, as the soul leaves your body, you concentrate on the feeling and the connection with the patron, as this is the closest touch point you have with them. As they take the magical essence, the soul of this person from you, there is a point where you and the patron are as close as you ever will be. With a 17, you are able to concentrate and kind of draw into your patron's kind of motifs and mind to try and understand more. Understanding you have this connection, I will ask you what skill you would like to use to try and what skill you'd like to use and what information you might like to garnish from this close connection to a patron, other than what, because normally you just get you realize now you get like an action, you get a word, you get a command. This is like peeking behind. Your connectors are touching, and you have a chance to look and feeding and maybe pull some information that you possibly wouldn't normally have.
I want to use a persuasion check to find out who this water witch is and more about her.
Okay, cool. Give me the roll.
That'd be a 16.
16. As you focus in on the water witch, you get you get a few things. You get 16 is not so bad. You get a ship. You get a ship that is oh god, hang on. Remember when you have a ship and you remember that you've written it on a different piece of paper? Get out of my mind. You get a ship. You get a large galleon. As a pirate as well, you can see this is a proud ship. This is it has almost like a serpent or like a large serpent face, maybe like dragon-like almost, figurehead on the front that's carved into the prow of the ship, and its sails are kind of adorned with dragon scale patterns. And as you see the ship and zoom in, you can see at the helm of the ship is the water witch, with the sapphire earrings in, the sea conch at her side, and the sapphire necklace, I think. Oh, I've hidden it. Yeah. Sea conch, you can see, so you are like drawn into there, and you can see, you just get this vision of her standing upon this ship, as you is there anything else you would pull out from there? I think as you kind of pull back out, as you are getting this view from the side, you're almost getting it as a movie camera view of this ship. As you start at the front, you see the way it's built, and as you pull back and you see where she is at the helm, that there's a point where her eyes just turn and look down the barrel of your vision, like straight into your soul. And as you feel that, you feel like a tension piece, and then poof, this loud explosion, and this fireball almost comes flying out of the ship towards you as you wake up in your bed.
Wake up with a start.
Yeah.
So
It was essentially like a jump scare.
yeah. So like check myself, like see if I'm burnt, I guess, because it felt so real. Knowing that I need to find out about this shit.
Nice. As you set yourself and go back to try and find some slumber as the soul has been sucked up by your patron. Thank you very much for the tasty soul. Zaga, you have clearly a restless night's sleep. You have been out searching for your bagpipes. Your memory has been tested as to where they might have been. What you believed was of thievery now, as you are going through, and what you were told might not be true. But do you believe the turtle was a lying scumbag? Right? It stole your bagpipes. That's what you believe. That's what you were told. That's what the rest of the kobolds told you. That's what your brothers told you. The bagpipes were stolen. And that's why you set off on this mission to go and find this turtle, to get back these bagpipes. That rage and that memory you kind of toss over in your mind again and again and again. As then this figure appears, you're running through the memory the first time. Like, how do I fill in the gaps? Like, what am I missing in the middle? As it starts to kind of blend, as you are like adding in. You're almost having it's almost like a recurring nightmare happening in the same night over and over again. As you're sleeping, your actual body would be very restless. You'd be tossing and turning around. As you start to see this like figure of a merchant, like a merchant who is, and as it plays around in your head, you start to see the face of a merchant that you've dealt with before. The mask, the shop you went into, like that, the kind of what you had created, and that person kind of blend into one, and all of a sudden you're back in the shop again, as you are looking around, and up on the wall where you had originally seen the loot and the mask, in place of the mask are your bagpipes.
Is this a lucid dream? I can participate in this dream?
Yeah, as you're there looking, you think you might be able to, yeah.
Jenny!
As you look left and right, you can see that, yeah, as the door is out into Allhearth. As you look in and around the shop, there is no one there to be seen.
I'm gonna try and grab the bagpipes off the wall.
Nice. You jump up. The case is locked.
I'm just gonna start wailing on it.
Nice. Yeah, give me an attack roll.
Just unarmed attack, retractable claws, or
Yeah,
unarmed strike, or
whatever you. Yeah, retractable claws. I think would make sense. I think as you go to wail on it, you realise the animalistic drive that has got you there, that your claws that you've used like for the first time just today are out and ready as you strike in like a wild animal.
a nat 20 plus 6.
Oh, fucking hell. You first claw in, slash straight through as the glass on all four sides blows out or drops down, as in front of you you have the bagpipes free to grab.
Grab the bagpipe.
Nice. As you grab, go and you grab the bagpipes, pull them towards you, you just hear and the familiar voice of Jenny the Hag as you wake up. As you look down, your hand that you'd reached out to grab the bagpipes with is deep in that chest of gold, just gripping onto as many coins as you can get into your hand.
We'll let go of the coins and start raging on the inside.
Nice.
Damn hag.
As you, trying to lean, get yourself back to sleep within your rage, there is, you find some comfort in almost the gold being left, but as you go to kind of close the lid down, the rage is falling around inside, like running around in your mind, as this hag that you do not want to deal with is appearing again potentially. You hear a voice that just says, "No, don't close it. Look at the gold. The gold brings comfort. Sleep. Use the gold to soothe yourself, Zaga. It is our only friend." As you kind of lay on your side, looking at this open chest of gold, which is this glittering sheen, this light It's like golden with its just waves of light green that run through it, almost like sparkling against the roof of the chest as it's there, like a nightlight as you lay and look towards it and slowly drift off to sleep.
Do I get a long rest?
You get a long rest? Yep. Your hearts get a long rest. As you wake up in the morning. It's like as you wake up, your hand is back inside that chest. You almost like leant over again, hand on the chest as you wake up and I realise it kind of close off. But yeah, the rest of you wake up in the morning after your long rest here in the Red Hood HQ. What would you like to do?
Full health is what I want to do.
Yay! Long rest time.
And spell slots.
And spell
Oh,
slots.
does Faywin lose her temporary hit points because she had a long rest?
Yeah, only lasts for an hour.
To be
And
honest, I
her
really
hero-
had them.
Ah, of course.
Yeah. She's no longer heroic.
Oh, I am, just not
Oh, yeah.
strong.
Well, you are heroic. You got 6 fingers.
I
It's
am
pretty special.
blessed with the friendships of this group.
And I'm blessed with an extra finger on my hand. Cool. So yeah, you wake up in the morning after your long rest. You went to bed about midnight, so it's about 8 a.m. after you get your long rest. Elves, you could have got up early and done some stuff if you wanted to, but again, the Red Hoods don't really get going, especially at the moment when they're quite quiet, super early. But yeah, as you come out, there is breakfast to be had. If you so wish, as you can make your way through to the main mess hall. It again is a very simple selection, but there is food to be had and is on offer to you whilst you are staying here. So yeah, what would you like to do today, Rebels?
So I would have got up a bit earlier, just trying to try and get some ideas of what sort of plans we can do.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll come up with something, so we want to speak about it.
Okay. Nice. So yeah, Volin's down first at the table. Takes the biggest one, knowing that there's not a lot of people here, and you guys are probably the biggest group staying. As you all can make your way up, make your way into the mess hall kind of area, the bar area. As you awake separately, get yourself set, get yourself redressed.
Good morning.
Sorry.
I was just saying good morning.
Zaga wants to find before joining the group, find somewhere out of the way, quiet.
Mm-hmm.
Like a quiet corner where nobody can overhear him.
Yeah. You'll probably be better doing that in the barrack, like waiting for people to kind of leave, pretending you're going to be up one of the last ones up, and then scurrying to the back corner.
Yeah, I'll do it that way.
Yep.
I'm going to cast Sending.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to send a message to Orin the Dragonborn.
Mm-hmm.
Orin and Zaga! That water bitch turned up in Redvant. She chased us. She got some kind of earrings or something. And that's probably about 25 words.
Yeah. Yes, it's a good time in the morning. Orin would respond. Zaga, good to hear from you. That is great news. We will be on our way. If you can, find out her location. We'll be with you shortly.
I was not expecting them to turn up in Redmond with a pirate blockade.
It depends how much they want. Well, you also didn't tell them there was a pirate blockade, but yeah, they're on their way.
Note to self, don't tell the others the Dragonborn. And then I'll go for breakfast.
Nice. Cool. So you're making them for breakfast. You're all together. What the fuck? Fuck off. Oh, no.
Yeah, I will just grab some food and just join the other bit, not say anything.
Plans?
Just want to see how Viper's doing. Don't feel like I've seen her
For a
for
day.
a while.
I've seen her for 8 hours.
Have any of you heard from that hag?
Jenny?
Jenny?
Yeah, the fucking hag.
Don't say her name again. If you say her name 3 times, then she appears. Is what I it's a rumor I heard.
Have you heard from her then, Zaga?
I thought you didn't make a deal with her, Zaga.
I didn't make a deal with her. She's fucking with me. I think she's involved in the... She's involved!
Yeah, we know she's involved. She was working with the Death Bloom before, remember? She told us.
Not that.
Then what? With the turtle?
I think she has my bagpipes.
Why would the hag have your bagpipes? I thought the turtle had your bagpipes. That's the whole reason we came to see the turtle.
I thought we went for the show.
The turtle did have my bagpipes, but he sold them.
To Jenny the hag.
I think it was Jenny.
What? Why?
She was in my dream.
What did she say in your dream?
Who's heard from the hag?
None of us have heard from the hag.
I've not heard a thing, Zaga.
You can see that Zaga is quite twitchy this morning. Out of character. As in, not out of character. As in, not normal to his character.
What happened on that boat, Zaga?
Nothing happened on the turtle didn't have my bagpipes. The turtle, I thought he stole the bagpipes, but I don't know. And now Jenny seems to fucking hag.
Can I insight check?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's a 4. Never mind.
He's being weird.
Yeah.
As eloquent as Zaga the Bard is, this is probably the most stunted and frustrated in communication as you've seen him.
Does he look any different?
No.
I can do perception.
No, I don't think so. Other than not physical, mannerisms maybe. I don't know, Zaga, if your posture or the way you would be holding yourself would be slightly different just due to the state.
Yeah, maybe a bit twitchy.
But physically, not taller, not no.
Okay.
Oh yeah, by the way, you've got a third eye. I didn't tell you that.
What are we doing today? I need to see my brothers.
We need to speak to Viper. We need to have a chat about tomorrow.
Where is she?
I don't know. Maybe Ron, you could maybe have a chat with her. Maybe send her a message, let her know that we're waiting. What do you think? Maybe I should have the sending same with Viper. Just an idea.
I will send a message to Viper with my sending stone.
Well, I'll pull out a fruit of my bag and eat my fruit then.
Wow. You eat a different fruit?
No.
Oh. No. Bluffing. Nice. You can pick off a message to Viper at about 10. You would have had some food, had a bit of sustenance to get you through the morning. She will appear at your to join you at your table. She's like, good morning. I heard there was an altercation at the circus last night, and I do believe that's where you were heading. So, did we have fun?
It was an eventful night.
There was entertainment. It was there was some help yourself entertainment, and there's some entertainment forced upon you.
Right. This was
out of character.
Yeah.
I don't think me or Otter told them that was the woman from the museum at all.
You haven't, no.
Nope. And we didn't see her, so we didn't know who that was.
Yeah, true.
We knew there was someone.
Yeah,
we probably saw her vaguely, the shape of her, but we wouldn't know what she looks like.
Okay.
For all we know, it could have been the woman that was performing that was the witch. Because she had earrings that were...
In that case, the circus was attacked by this bitch that we've seen before.
So it wasn't the... Yeah, we heard there was, disruption from the sea. I assumed it was something elven, but this is... What, this was the pirates or something else?
Some kind of witch. She likes water. She attacked us in Allhearth at a museum.
Someone, enemy of yours? Someone you
Somebody will cross past this before.
Wait, that was the woman.
I was
from
there from all
before.
Earth. What do you know about a ship with a dragon's face on the bow and dragon's tail-like sails? Do you know? Heard of this before?
Yes. Well, yes, we had the discussion. The blockade. That sounds like one of the ships that's in the blockade. I believe it is marked up as the Dragon Fang.
Great name.
Interesting.
It's
How
quite.
long did you say the blockade's been there for?
Well, the blockade has been. We've been having some merchant ships struggle to come through for a while now, weeks into months, but the actual blockade itself has been in place for maybe a week or so, which is why well, we were assuming it was just pirates being pirates, which is normally what has happened. But it seems the 3 ships we have, she's like, give me 1 second. And she kind of like disappears off, quickly comes back like 30 seconds later. And she's got a file as she's going through like some reports in there. She's like, so let's just sit down here. She like plops it down. She like runs her finger through. She's like, yes, so we have a man in the cloud port, the harbour master, a wonderful gentleman called Zindar. He had been tracking and was working with us to find out. So he's like, and he goes through. He's like, so the 3 ships are marked up as yes, here the Sturge, Dragon Fang, and the Emerald Eye. Otter, can you give me a history check, please?
12 plus. This day 12.
12. You, with a 12, you would recognize the Emerald Eye as a ship that you had some low-level dealings with before. Like it was like an amateur crew when you were a pirate, but they are kind of like they were just like an opportunistic crew. So the Emerald Eye itself is it was a very gorgeous ship. Everyone kind of from a pirate community, they would kind of laugh at them. They were like very I was calling them posh pirates. Is that the right way of calling them? They presented themselves very well. I mean, their ship's called the Emerald Eye. It was like bright green and had parts of golden sails. They got away in the first instance with they just hit merchant ships because they hit them quickly. They looked like another merchant ship. They didn't look like a traditional pirate, and that's how they got in and got out. The captain is like a shrewd, very intelligent woman who is just known as the Serpent. But when you were coming through, they never were doing like big jobs. They were catching like stupid merchants off guard, getting in and getting out. The ship was not that large. It was fast and agile. It was good for getting away. So it was about getting in quickly, getting alongside, hitting them, getting the goods off, and getting out before anyone else could get in. Especially getting away before like your crew, some of the larger pirate crews with their bigger galleons would be able to get in and rough up what they were doing. But you recognise the Emerald Eye as another pirate crew. No one, I don't think, else would have any knowledge of.
Exactly what I'm saying. So the Dragon Fang is the witch's ship, based on what Otter had said.
It seems so.
Yeah. So the Dragon Fang. Okay. Well, I mean, if the Dragon Fang is this, then I believe we're dealing with the Drake Lord as I mean, these pirates do come up with some names. I do say. But yes, we are told there is the captain of that ship has. Well, the ship itself is called the Dragon Fang. I believe it is marked up to look like a dragon. There is told of some powerful magical weapons aboard that make it quite the attacking frigate. And the captain is another female captain who is calling herself the Drake Lord. Apparently has great command over sea creatures, which would make sense based on what you are saying.
How dare she take the name of a dragon?
But you saw her in Allhearth.
Yes.
So the ships have been, whether she is operating off the ship Interesting, but yes. So those are the three ships that have, in a very unlikely pirate move, appear to have banded together to shut off and stop, or at least force away any of the merchants. We're trying to work with the merchant ships to have them dock further south in one of the unused ports in the border forest, but we of course know the problems with the border forest, so that may be not so good, or further north, but the travel time down is going to leave us in a bit of a predicament. But merchant galleons and transport ships are staying away for now, as these three ships are kind of on a blockade of sort, a hit and run, either firing at, but mainly stealing and robbing these any ships that do not have appropriate protection and get too close.
Do you reckon she's the one that's banded these groups together?
Queen of the Pirates, they call her, don't they, Otter?
No.
I mean, you haven't been with them for a while. Now? Queen of the Pirates now? Question mark?
I glare at us. Arthur.
I mean,
I
that throws
noticed
out our-
this.
That throws out our original idea of trying to talk to them and get them on side against the elves, because clearly this Drake Lord, as she calls herself, is most likely not going to be in our side in any way whatsoever.
Yeah, they yes, I don't know what power they have over. We were trying to get one of the Red Hoods on board to get a bit more information, but have been unsuccessful in finding out anything. So we're a bit stuck. But I do think we are waiting a report in from Zindar. So I mean, if this is something that you have an interest in, clearly, if you have links to this Dragon Fang, then when Zindar and his report is in, I can include you in the debrief, if that is something of interest.
Yes, I'm very interested in that.
Yeah, we would be keen on trying to, in some way, shape or form, disband this blockade to get some goods back in, whilst the elves are not helping from the other angles. So anything we can do to, parlay with, or if you so wish, destroy these boats, then whether we need to turn them against something else is for debate. But we don't have a lot of information, unfortunately. Zindar is the man with the most, as he is calling on and pulling information from the crews that are making it through, some of the smaller vessels, and people that have dealt with these pirate crews in the past. But you know what these pirates like. They always come with ghost stories.
Destroying these ships is my number one priority right now.
I mean, also, do you think there's a way we could turn the others against her?
I mean, pirates are always after their own interests, so yes, that's a possibility.
But we'd have to offer them more than what she's offering them.
So at the moment, all she's offering them for loot is a pair of earrings. And even then, I think she wants them for it.
She seems quite powerful though, right? Otto, you said that Zaga said when you were in the museum, you turned against him, and that feels like something that she did to you.
Yes, she is quite powerful, yes.
So
Surely
she has a good control of her pirates, her crew.
Her crew, yes, but not necessarily the other two crews.
They
The
won't
question
be as
the
they-
question is, with that, surely she can only control so many people simultaneously because of all that concentrating she has to do.
She would likely rule out of fear.
Oh, that could also be very true. Yeah.
We do also have from the initial of the recce of, from afar, of course, of the three ships. The Dragon Fang does appear to be a galleon, where the other two are slightly smaller. The Sturge itself is thought to be a smaller ship from a larger pirate crew from the north. being only a schooner. So it is the largest, most armoured ship. So I do believe she holds the largest armed force. And like we say, the only thing we've been known is that if the Dragonfang is calling to these ships, they are likely being sunk rather than boarded, where the Sturge and Emerald Eye appear to be the ones that are sent to take and rob the merchants. If the Fang is involved, there is reports of a lot of fire and ships going down. So I think she does rule the largest ship, at least of the three.
We can dispose of her and offer her ship as a prize to the other captains. Maybe that's a way of getting them to help us.
Well, I can call for Zindar to come in and report later this morning if that is something you are interested in. It seems like we want to continue this line.
Yes, definitely.
What about any other movement with are other problems in the city?
Well, done a lot of thinking this morning, and I have an idea. There's no two ways about it. It is dangerous. At this point, I will grab hold of the amulet I've got around my neck.
Mm-hmm.
If we can get some more of your people captured by the elves,
Interesting.
and I can get myself access to these cages that they have, I could possibly use this to our advantage to, let's say, mobilize a small army against the elves.
If we can get more, but you're talking about from those that are kept in the cages. Have you got ways of arming them? I'm assuming, because these are captured prisoners versus heavily armed guards.
This amulet in itself will effectively arm them. It will allow me to change their form into something that's a lot more deadly than an unarmed human tiefling.
Okay. So, sacrifice fighters to get behind enemy lines.
Well, and that's the thing, is that obviously this can be broken, which is why, rather than just as it is with some common folk in there, it would be good to have some skilled people that if it does get broken, they're still able to fight.
We can, we will be stripped of any armaments going in, and we'll have to pose as guards. I mean, if it depends on how many we are looking to get captured. They have the next executioner's run is tomorrow, so we will. Are you planning to do this whilst the cages are full? Because if the executioner's run happens tomorrow,
we will be. Yeah, that's the issue I have. I don't know. I mean, if the cages are full, will they move forward the executioner's run? Have they done that before?
Not that we've seen, but we have sight on not everyone that is captured ends up in the executioner's run. Some are added to seemingly or disappear, and we know of the goings on south of the smell that is now venturing into the city from at the wall. So my fear would be if they are to be captured, and we are to get the maximum, it'll have to be before the executioner's run, and we would have to strike before they move them elsewhere. Post, we might need to wait unless the cages will be less
That's
empty.
the thing. Once the run is done, then those cages will be emptied, right?
So yes, those that they believe they can, and with you in town, if they are looking to make a show, I'm sure they'll be handpicking those that they think can be redeemed via an executioner's run, rather than picking their best PR examples.
Did you say they'll take our gear off us, Viper, when we go to watch?
Depending on how you if our red hoods are to be captured and popped in cages, they will be taken.
As a spectator, they would be taken.
As a spectator, no. Normally, because of most of the common folk don't. The elves are incredibly confident in their abilities, and those are very packed halls for the executioner's run. So they don't tend to search. Also, we have seen instances of these beasts leaping out of the pits and attacking the crowd. So yes, they're quite confident. I don't imagine, if you're going there as friend, that they will be trying to remove your armaments. If you were to try and go there as foe, I'm sure that would be a different thing altogether.
Sure, of course. How's Viper looking? Is she looking quite stressed at the moment?
Yeah, I'd say pretty stressed. I think she's glad that you guys are here and doing stuff, but like, even when you're going through, she's flicking from. One, she's got a few people that have already been caught, and are in the elves' care. But you've got elves at one end, you've got no food coming in from another end. You've then got a blockade stopping, and pirates that are turning up. You've got a circus that was just about to leave town that's just been attacked. It's just like there's just a constant barrage of shit. So I think she's quite happy that you guys are here and going to start moving stuff. But I think she's obviously keen that you start moving something. Because, yeah, she doesn't have a force. There's not a lot of red hoods around.
I'm going to pipe up quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any experts on coins or metals?
Coin? I mean... you're in a thieves guild, dear. There's lots of experts in coins if you're going to give some away.
No, on like the minting of coins.
Oh, I
coins from different locations.
Think so. Who has come from the furthest afield? I think your good friend Grakar might be an interesting one. He has come from further afield than most, but I don't think we have any experts per se. We would normally. I'm just trying to think who else is working here.
Would Al the chemist have any knowledge on metals?
Not necessarily. Not unless they're being used in some kind of poisonous form. A strange one. The alchemist, he doesn't care so much for the coinage. So poisons and potions are his thing. Illy is more into her weapons and armors. But yes, Grakar, I mean, he is from further afield than most, so maybe has seen more coming through. But you'd be better going more to a jeweler. We tend to rely on the merchants coming through for appraisals and certain things. It's a shame you've missed Gallon. He's a man that's seen many things.
Interesting.
We like to keep things simple. Gold is gold. As long as it weighs the right amount, we take its coin. So I can call for Zindar to come in with a report, latest report on the blockade and how trade is happening. This plan, this behind enemy lines, I would be interested to understand in more detail. Of course, if we're talking about potentially using my men as bait, that is making me a little less comfortable in this situation. But with a good plan, I'm sure we can work something out. And of course, timelines. If tomorrow is the executioner's run, which you have been invited to, how that is all going to play together.
I mean, if we were to go through with this, it would have to be before the run.
Yes, I think that would be showing your hand in this instance. And of course, your druid friends are still... we haven't had sight or heard anything regarding Bo and his movements. We have some people trying to keep eyes on the camp, but we have not seen him appear in a cage nor leave anywhere. So somewhere within that compound, we believe the druids are still being held.
We need to make sure he's okay.
We have means of trying to contact him. Is whether he can contact us back, though.
Well, they've taken the sending stone, so we can't get it that way.
We don't have to worry about the sending stone.
Well, we do.
Sacrilege. Right, I'll go and send out a request for Zindar, and if you're still around in an hour or so, we can catch up with him. Otherwise, yes, I mean, get to your plan making. If there's something you need me to assist with, please do let me know. But unfortunately, I am required elsewhere for now. So good luck. And like I say, if you are still about when Zindar is in, I shall give you a notice so we can debrief.
Well, I'm going to go see Gracker.
Nice.
You guys waiting here, or?
I mean, we don't really have anything else to do at the moment, do we? Just kind of sat twiddling our thumbs waiting for people to go on a death march.
We can discuss what our thoughts are on it. But yeah.
Does Viper have any kits, like do-it-yourself kits for counterfeit documents? I can't think of the word.
Do-it-yourself kits, forgery
Like
kits.
just so you know, like when you get those kits, just so that I'm not bothering her time, but I can start learning.
Do you have a forgery kit?
Does she have a helpful training binder?
Yeah, a manual.
A manual.
I don't have a forgery kit. That's what I was looking for.
Yeah, so you can get a forgery kit. I do believe you can get a forgery kit. It's pretty much.
Could I buy one from somewhere?
Yeah.
I just don't want to leave Redvant not having got one.
Yeah.
Probably from my man Gracker.
Yeah, it will be from the Gracker. Forgery kit.
Can I come with you then, Saga, to get that from him?
Hey, do what you want.
Yeah. Yeah, nice. Small box containing a variety of papers and parchments, sealing waxes, all that stuff. Stationery, yeah. Proficiency with this kit lets you add your proficiency bonus to any ability checks you make to forge documents. So you'd have to get proficiency with it by training with someone. But yeah, you can definitely get a forgery kit. Nice. So you guys are going to head off to see Garaka. Yeah, if you're going to make a plan, then obviously this is time for you guys to sit and make plans as well about what you want your next thing to do. I will tell you above the table, obviously there's lots going on here, and as time passes, there is consequences. All the events move on. So things you leave behind will have consequences. Obviously, you probably won't be able to achieve everything, but just so you are aware, this is not a list that can be achieved over a week. That everything is constantly moving here in Redvant. But yeah, you can wait for Zindar.
Apart from via the sea.
Apart from via the sea.
Yeah, there's blockade, isn't there?
Well, yeah, it's true.
Hey, they might move now that
Stuff's
she's got
still
what she
moving.
wanted.
They move the ships around a bit. Nice. So you go head over to see Graka, who is getting his shop open this morning, as he's like, "Oh, Zaga, my friend, and hello. I think we've met before. Thewin, correct?"
Hello. Yes, we've met before. How are you?
Well, I've been better. Business is not as great as it could have been, but I'm alive and well, so we must be happy for this day, blah, blah, blah. What can I do for you this morning? It's good to see customers here.
Well, I'm sure Zaga has some business for you, but mine may be quicker to deal with. I understand that you may have a kit of sorts for... And then I whisper, forgery.
Forgery?
I'll tell you why. I tried to do a certificate for a health inspector, and I really, really ballsed it up. And so I thought, when we come back to Redvant, I should probably get a little bit of help.
I was going to
I
make.
don't think you need to whisper here, Faywin.
Yeah, I was going to make a joke about being a thief, but you tried to make a hell. I mean, there are none of Elspectors here in Redvant. Have you been in Redvant?
No, I know. I've seen the kitchens, but I just mean I tried to do something and it was a bit dodgy, and I haven't really done it before, and I was just hoping to get some help.
You used my paw print.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yes.
Well, I mean,
But Zaga
I
speaks
could-
very highly of you, and I thought maybe you might have some.
I have lots of tools, but the kit is only like not even half of the problem if you have no idea what you are. You know, to forge, it is sometimes good to have the thing that you are trying to forge with you so you can make a good copy, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. Just checking. But yes, I have kits. As he leans back and pulls them out, and you see it's just a small box. As he wouldn't even have a very nice clasp, but basic clasp. There are a variety of different papers and parchments, inks of different colours, seals, sealing wax, gold and silver leaf. If he's like, we've got everything here. If you need to copy seals, we can make the stamps. He's like, these are rubber stamps. You can mark them and then rub them, so you could remark them if you need to copy a seal. It's like very, very useful. Waxes of different colors and types, inks of different colors and types, lots of different papers and parchments for the quality, depending on what you are trying to forge, of course. But yeah, a little kit like this, it will cost you 15 gold. With Zaga here for you, 12 gold.
I hand over 15 gold and give him a little wink.
You
Business
are
is
so
slow.
kind.
I
Business
understand.
is very slow. If you need help with the forgery kit, we have. I myself am more of a thief. I don't forge, I just steal. But I believe some of the Red Hoods may be able to help if you're spending some time here.
Yes, that would be amazing if possible. It'd be good to get a couple of experts to help. Do you know who would be best to speak to about that? Is it one of those things that I can just go up to them like, hey, look, I've got this kit, can you help me? Or do you need to
I mean, you're quite. Maybe speak to Viper. She might put you in with who is.
Oh, fine,
Over
I'll
years.
Viper. Okay,
Yeah.
sure.
Okay. But that, yeah, nice bit of business to start my day. Zaga, what about you? Want to buy some more? You want some new keys? You want something else engraved?
I flick one of the odd gold coins at him.
Nice. As cool.
What do you know about this?
As you flick the coin to him, he's like, whoa! As he catches it, you see, as he catches it, he shudders. There's like a cold. He's like, whoa! Hey, what the? He's like, this is whoa, jeez, that was crazy. This is a very nice gold coin. You want to spend some more of these with me? As he flicks it back, as he kind of like goes to investigate it, pauses. He's like, this is, my friend, I've never seen anything like this before. Where did you get this from? This is hauntingly beautiful, but has something about it.
I got it from a turtle.
You got it from a turtle? A pirate or a businessman?
The one with the circus.
You got it from a circus. As you have flicked that coin over to him as well, as you kind of flicked and left, you almost like your hand almost involuntarily went to try and catch it again, just slightly as it went away from you. As he's holding it and kind of flicking it through his fingers, you can feel that, and Faywin, you would notice this without roll, it'd be very obvious. Zaga is staring at the coin. So Cracker's like flicking it through, looking at it. He's got like a little monocle eyepiece out, gets out to stare in a bit more detail. But Zaga's having a conversation, but looking at the coin. The coin is not leaving his eye line. He's like barely blinking, rather than having a general conversation whilst he's handing this thing over. I've not seen anything of this quality before, but that worries me more than anything, Zaga. This total was on the straight and narrow. This was gold that he traded with you. How did you come by this gold? Because nothing this pretty is ever without cost.
I took it off him.
Interesting. He's like,
Could I have a look at one of the coins, Saga? Do you have more than one?
You can look at the one Cracker's holding.
he hands it over to you.
Cracker's looking at it. I didn't really want to.
I mean, I have inspected what I can on this. You can look at this coin.
You've never seen any minting like it before?
No, nothing like this has ever graced my palms, but then I am a lolly thief here in Redvant. But normally minting of this is something more royal, but there's something too good about this. It is
Something about the metal, right?
yeah. There's like a sheen to it. It's like it looks extra shiny, but
Could it be magic?
potentially. As he passes it to you, Fabian, and you pick it up, as you take hold of it as well, you feel the exact same thing. A cold shiver down your spine.
Interesting. Fabian's thinking about it being something to do with Jenny, seeing as she was in his dream.
Mm-hmm.
I put it back on the counter.
I snatch it off the counter.
I'm guessing that I didn't want you snatching off me, or I'd have got upset. I'm guessing that I haven't seen anything like this before. Or I can do a history check.
Yeah, do a
first.
history check.
17.
17. No, not to the extent. A bit following on kind of from what Zagger had seen. You've seen minting of coins before, so you would have seen books of different gold. But again, they're all just a different standard. They usually have like monograms of kings on them if they're royal ones. So this one doesn't have like a face of a king or a royalty on it. It is stamped. They will. It has like it doesn't have like one shape on it. It seems to have like this weird. It's more like a pattern that is stamped with it. It's a very intricate stamped pattern on this coin. Same weight as a normal gold coin and everything. But yeah, even just like the shape of it, it's nice and rounded, flat edges. Just like the coin has been very, very well pressed. It is like the nicest looking coin you've ever seen. But again, as you hold it, there's a cold chill and something that just almost you can feel like whispering as you are like holding, and it doesn't feel, you wouldn't want to keep hold of this for long. As you're holding this coin, looking at it, whilst it's pretty, you have no urge to hold this coin for longer than you need to keep hold of it.
Okay. Thank you.
But you can't quite put your finger on what it is. It's just like it was like a hauntingly beautiful. It's like, this is the prettiest thing I've ever seen, but you can have it back now.
Zagger will snatch it back off the counter.
Maybe Zagreus from one of the other continents. I
That
certainly haven't
is-
seen anything like it.
That is a good point. Maybe so. I heard some rumors of in the south, in the deep south, of some what are they called? Crusaders of sorts. Some religious freaks coming in and rustling up the boys down in there. The king's getting his knickers in a twist. So, but I don't think they brought coin with them to spend and brought up here. But could well be.
Thanks for your help, Bracker.
No worries. And like I say, you need anything else, you let me know. I'm always here. Literally never leave.
Catch you later.
Lovely to see you.
And you come again soon. And good luck with the forgeries. Maybe don't use the paw print next time, or use health inspectors. You know, they're not really they're not really a big thing here in the outside the big cities.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Noted. Lesson 1 complete.
perfect.
Have a good day.
Let's get back to
Faywin,
business.
Yeah.
running along to the rest of the group. I'll catch up with you guys in a minute.
Where are you going? Run along.
Go lady right along.
Do
I
you
got some
want
other business here.
to? What other business do you have? We're going to go
None
and
of your
find a
business.
compound. Oh, it's like that, is it?
Yes.
Hmm.
Yes.
Okay. Faywin will remember this.
Oh, damn. Nice. Where are you heading off to?
I'm just looking for a dark, quiet corner again.
Nice.
Oh, so you'll tell him, but you won't tell me.
I have to know where he's going. Literally, I have to know. Cool. So you head off back to find a dark corner as we can come back to the guys' group for planning. I think this is a good place to take a pee break. Please feel free to use the pee break to discuss plans out of character if you'd like to. Whilst we refill drinks and come back here to the Red Hood's underground den. Where's my
Sorry to avoid the planning.
You can't avoid planning. You had to plan. Back at the table. So Fabian, you rejoin. Zaga goes off to do his business. Planning at the table, Von Van. I'm just going to ask you what the plan is.
I mean, I've thrown down my plan. It's whether other people want to go along with that or not.
Don't even explain the plan. We'll just do it.
I don't see that we've got many other plans.
No, but seriously, what is the plan? I was vaguely joking, but I want to know so I don't mess up the plan.
I immediately missed. You end up in a cage. You're like, is this part of the plan? I'm being captured. I'm the game. Am I the plan?
I'm the main character, so it makes sense.
It would make sense.
I haven't thought about how the rest of you get in there with us, with me.
Well, I
but
thought we were going.
I would rather you guys not be. No, we're not. Not the executioner's run. This is before the run.
You want to do it before that they go to.
We would have to. There's. If we wait to the run, then I won't be able to do what I plan to do.
Right.
So, with this amulet, I can make any number within a range that are willing to become creatures. So my thinking is if we can get those cages full and I can get within range of them, I can use this to transform those inside into creatures that can fight alongside us against the elves.
But then we won't get to meet the Shadow Rider.
I mean, is meeting this Shadow Rider more important than stopping what the elves are doing?
Yes.
I can't believe you just said that. I'm disgusted.
Well, my only thought about the Shadow Rider, apart from the fact that he has
Are we
a
actually
superhero kind of name, is that, and I glance at Arta when I say that, even out of character, is
I thought we was back in character.
if we don't find out who that is, the Red Hood said that they think it's one of the elves, right? Which would suggest that if they are under some sort of weird, stinky spell, that means that they have to cleanse Red Hood, the Redvant, and we think that maybe that's come from the forest, but he isn't affected. Surely we want to know why that is. He may be able to give us more information as to what happened to cause that. That's the only reason that I mentioned about the Shadow Rider. I don't want to end up having a fight with the elves and killing someone that isn't affected by it that may have information.
I mean, it makes sense.
Well, I mean, surely they would fight alongside us if they are inside the camp and see what is happening.
How would they know that we're not going to attack them, though? They may just start fighting us as well, and then we end up shooting them. There's no way of us knowing they're the Shadow Rider because they're being secretive about coming out.
The easiest thing is to kill everyone.
Right. You would say that's Soul Boy.
Well,
Out of character because I don't think famous.
Soul Boy. Soldier Boy.
So let me get this straight. You want to get as many people captured in the hope that they won't just be sent to that giant, smelly pile of body parts Like, we don't know what their limit is on the amount of people that they'll capture. So what if they just send them straight there?
I think we volunteer Zaga for the role because he's used to being in dank, squalid, smelly places.
Oh, was he upset you today?
No, he just went to prison, didn't he?
No, fair.
It wasn't a personal attack. Literally, he's got experience.
I'm just being devil's advocate here.
I mean, I know it's not the most foolproof plan, but I don't know what else we can do to help save Bo and the other druids and stop what is happening here. I mean, by all means, it's open to everyone putting forward ideas. That's the idea I've come up with about how I feel we can target it.
Let's just have a fight. That's my plan.
On
Productive.
on the let's just have a fight. That's my plan. Viper comes back around the corner like, I mean, that is a plan, having a fight, but I don't think you've actually fought the elves yet, have we? So I prefer you guys stay alive than run into danger and just die. But I mean, each to their own. Maybe that's the distraction you need. So Zindar is on his way. This plan you are talking of then, of getting people captured and moving in. How much information do we have on the actual camp itself? Have you gained anything additional from your time there other than what we have? We know there are cages of people. We know there's a pile of death, and then essentially a lot of barracks, as there are a lot of soldiers.
Yeah, so let's say there was the 2 cages of people. There was around 7 or 8 or so tents, barracks, I guess. There was one. I mean, a lot of the previous buildings that were still there have been used, but I did notice one building that I'm not sure what it was for, but was down near where the mess hall used to be. Again, I couldn't get any more kind of intel on that. There was the main building I went into with and spoke to Sylvanas.
Mm-hmm.
And the only other thing I could notice from the bit of recon I managed to do is the pathway that leads along to that file that Faywin mentioned.
With all the body parts and the stink. Poor John hasn't quite recovered from seeing that.
Well, my only suggestion would be that I suppose, I like the idea, I like the plan, the surprise element, using the elf's arrogance against them is great. But once we are inside and have Red Hoods converted, let's say that the spell holds and is not broken, and they attack, what is the plan from there? We don't really have a set number of elves, so that would be a great distraction, but I'm not sure that's overall, unless you are, I mean, it's how many people you are thinking about getting in there. We don't have huge swathes of armies. I can't get hundreds of people down into cages. I don't believe those cages hold more than about 10 to 15 people, so I fail to see, once the surprise happens, how we don't all get slaughtered, unless there's an actual plan. Do you know where? Is this to drive the elves out? Is this to free Bo? Is this to what is the overall objective?
I mean, ideally to take down the elves from the inside, but again, we are.
It
Not
would
sure
be
on the numbers.
that would be our preferred approach. We are, like we say, we are more into the espionage than we are into the frontal assault, and these are incredibly heavily armed. So whilst I trust your spell will create some distraction, that would all it would be. I wouldn't imagine that any number of us would be able to take on the potential might of the elves unless we were catching them at a time when they were maybe not around. So it would have to be planned. But then again, we need to know where we were heading, what the overall plan is. If this is a full frontal assault, which I'm sure Otter here would be very happy to walk in there and just start killing people,
Yes.
we would all end up dead. Well, you would all end up dead. I wouldn't be sending my people into that sort of fight. So, but by all means, if you want to go down there and ruffle the feathers and die whilst we get some intel, then please let me know so I can get as much information as possible. But I don't think walking up to the front door saying, "Hello, we're here to kill you all," is necessarily the best plan. Do we have any further allies? Well, we don't have any allies here per se, but do you have any further allies? Anyone we can call on to help in any way? I'm throwing anything out on the table.
I can't think of any that could be here in time for this to...
Not with the run happening tomorrow. More people, we will lose more people at the run.
Yes.
And the thing is, from mine and our point of view, once the run happens is effectively when I have to make my decision on who I side with. So I haven't got time after the run, really. In theory,
Well, it depends on
I
your plan
need
for
to
the run.
act beforehand.
What I mean, how confident are you of the plan? If you were to show your hand, maybe not all of you per se, because you wouldn't want to be taken, but what do you think will happen to you if you are to show your hand at the run? Is a distraction at the run a better way of getting more people captured in one hit and having them have to process and doing it all as one failed swoop?
I still feel like we'll be overrun.
I agree. A frontal assault is not great. The surprise element is what we need, but then again, without any intel on what's the objective. If the objective is to kill every single elf, I don't think we have the manpower.
Or the knowledge of what's happened to those elves. If they're trying to cleanse Redvant for the forest, then the forest is on their side. And we've seen what the forest is doing.
Yes.
So it feels like we may be fighting everybody all at once with 5 of us and some red hoods.
But that's not to say we can't destabilize them. So a frontal assault may not be the best plan, but if there are these elves, and no offence, but from what we know from the border force anyway, they operate in hierarchies much like armed forces. Is there a head of the beast in which we can take out? The Death Bloom presence within the city, we believe, other than seeing the abnormalities that you had reported a few weeks ago, and we have seen a few more come in. We aren't really seeing any other side effects for now. Our biggest issue is the imposing force of these elves. So, is there a way to surprise and destabilize?
I mean,
We could get the Held of Sylvanas.
exactly. Sylvanas is who they answer to. Whether that taking down Sylvanas will affect the rest of them in terms of the Death Bloom, I do not know. But they do still answer to Sylvanas.
So if she's gone, will they... Viper, you said about hierarchy.
If there are no
Then
numbed force.
that itself may cause panic, and they may not know what to do.
There may be a sweet spot in time for us to at least push them back to Eden if they are without a leader. All we know from our intel thus far is that they are a very well-drilled military unit and are operating out of their base with forces growing. But if I know anything about military units, that they don't really know what to do when there isn't someone telling them what to do. So, free thinking isn't their
If we could
isn't their strong suit.
If we could make a showing of Sylvanis at the executioner's run, that may well lift the spirits of everyone else as well to
Help.
quell the
Oh,
elf
a revolution.
presence.
We
You
could be
could kind of do-
revolutionaries.
You could kind of do a combination of a distraction with your plan, Von, and then the execution of the executioner and the revolution. As I smile out.
Mull on that. Zaga,
Yes.
you went to a dark corner.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast suddenly again.
Nice.
I've written it down, and it is exactly 25 words.
Uh-huh.
So I'm gonna send another message to Orin
Yep.
now that Zaga has learned more about the Water Witch, because he's not a Dragonborn spy at all. The message is: beware! The Water Witch may be the pirate Drake Lord on the galleon Dragonfang, blockading Redvant with 2 other boats. Oh, it's Zaga again.
Nice.
That is definitely more than 25 words.
It is
I like
exactly 25 words. I've written down.
Did you type it down? Amazing.
Nice. You give me a bit random, but give me a persuasion check.
12 plus 11, 23.
23. Oh, nice. You hear back from Orin again. Zaga, this is great information. Do not move on the Drake Lord. Where can we find you in Redvant?
I'm not going to send me it in, because that will be all of my level 3 spell slots for the day. Maybe he'll get another message tomorrow.
Nice.
And with that,
I have to
I
write
will
a
go
freaking
and
conversation
see
back.
if there's some kind of plan that I can be told what it is.
Yeah, so we'd say you've done that. Would say that you kind of were you kind of lurking around, waiting to see if you were going to cast back, waiting for Orin to respond, and then picked up like the end part as they're talking about this plan as you kind of reach back to the table. As they're like, talking about essentially a revolution. And I think the word revolution would pique your ears, and you'd be like, "Oh, revolution! That's like something fun to do." As you come back to the table, as Viper's like, Zaga, welcome back. So, I mean, it does sound like there's the semblance of a slightly more rounded plan here. So, Executioner's Run, make a move of some sort, try and defeat Sylvanas. And on defeating Sylvanas, all going well, the fight that Otto is looking forward to, we galvanize and trying to drive out the rest of the elves, therefore freeing Bo.
Question. If the elves lose their leader, do they not have a second in command who will take over?
I feel like, wouldn't they try and get revenge? I know we talked about hierarchy.
Well, yeah, how many of them are going to be there?
There will be a fair few at the for it to be a show of force for us to be able to galvanize, and we can put out some spies and start spreading some rumors today on seeds of discontent, on a movement that may be happening. We need to get them behind a figure, though. We need someone. Well, as you see, she kind of has a realization moment and sits back. She's like, they need someone to stand behind, someone to follow, and someone that's been making waves with them thus far at the Executioner's Run is the Shadow Rider.
Well, what about Bonbon from the Druid's Grove?
Bonbon from the Druid's Grove is, whilst maybe an excellent tactician, as we're finding, maybe not so much a well-known name with the people. if we are to make the biggest impact, then we may need to find out and try and make contact with the Shadow Rider earlier than the day of event, because he has been a marksman for the people. We've struggled to pin down exactly who this character is, but if that's someone that can help drive forward, they will have information to help answer some of these questions as well.
So how would we find out who it is if we haven't been able to so far?
Oh, that's a great question.
Thank you.
I got an idea. Why don't I get my brothers to write a song called Shadow Rider?
Excellent.
And it'll go something like, Shadow Rider, who are you? Where can we find you? And they'll go around town singing it.
At first I thought you were talking about drumming up the people behind the Shadow Rider and getting some kind of theme song ready for them, which I thought was a great idea. What came out was slightly different, but I mean, it's possibly worth a shot. We can try and, it's going out to find anyone that he must have some accomplices in the city. Those that have been at the executioner's run before. We may well be able to find some contacts, maybe those that have survived, that have falling into the good graces of the Shadow Rider. Maybe we can pull some of those together, see if we can do a little bit of espionage ourselves. You're of course also welcome to help, because we have only found out so much. We haven't put a huge amount of effort into tracking down said Shadow Rider, as they seem to be working on their own accord to our advantage in just keeping the elves busy, not looking at what we are doing. But yes, we can definitely go out in the city and try and find some information.
I mean, if this Shadow Rider is the one that the city can get behind, then it definitely is the best option for us to do. I guess we need to be careful how many people we mention things to as well, in case people will get word to the elves to get in their good books.
Potentially, we will need to watch. I think, like I said, we can use our whisperers to try and put some feelers out into the city. There is not much love for the elves within the city. They are ruling by fear, and the executioners run are an entertainment for many of the folk. They are also feeding a lot of the folk when they're at these things to try and get them in good graces. But I don't think the elves have necessarily ingratiated themselves thus far with the people. The Redvant people are a stubborn bunch. Those that are choosing to live in a city, whether by choice or by circumstance, but a city that does not have a normal guard force and prides itself on its lawlessness and ability to not need guards, shall we say. So not many people are enjoying the fact that they are here. But with some good rumour, maybe some songs used, we can start to at least sow doubt, maybe get a crowd. Maybe actually the thought that there could be someone to be overthrown might draw a bigger crowd, and again will help us in our drive. There are two ways to look at this. There is not enough time till the next one for them to really investigate anything that comes out of these. So the more we can drum up, potentially that might be to our advantage.
Okay. Do you know how... So I'm assuming as guests of the elves, is that area of the arena separate from the rest?
The arena is in Hot Valley itself. It's in the north of the city. They make a parade of the carts of the execution runners to drag them lit from Old Bridge through the main city, up the main street, past Cloudport and into Hot Valley itself. So the stadium is separate. We can, but outside of execution run days, the stadium itself sits dormant. We don't run anything else in there. So they they turn up and make a big song and dance of parading these people through and gathering crowds as they make their way towards the stadium itself.
But in terms of like the arrangements inside the stadium, when the runs are happening, are they in a separate area of the crowd that's not got anyone else around them, or?
Yes, they are within. Normally within. For one side, there's a viewing platform, a box that they.
Could we draw this up
sit
as
in.
you're explaining it?
Yeah. Does anyone? Does she? She wouldn't have minor. Does anyone? No, no one has minor illusion. Oh no, she'll be able to get some schematics.
Cool.
Of the Colosseum. It looks a hell of a lot like a crab pit with no water in it. Crazy amount. So you can see the stadium itself is a Colosseum, round dome with. I might as well say that she has the schematics and just pull up the.
Maybe it will give us advantage whilst we're planning.
So I'm just
Well, so you
thinking
can see
in
what's going on.
terms of if we're mixing the two together, I would probably not be able to use the amulet.
They need to be together,
Yeah.
like in a close proximity.
I would need other people around near us, but not separate. I mean, by all means, I could use it on the rest of you, but then that would be taking away your
We'd be stronger
abilities.
without that, right?
I mean, it can be used as a temporary thing beforehand, but it's... don't know whether it'd be worth using or not.
They'll want you up in the viewing platform with them, won't they?
I think... I assume that we all will be. I don't know whether it's just going to be me or whether it's going to be all of us, though. I mean, I hope it's not just me.
You okay there, Honor?
Yeah, it's up to you guys.
This is all very stressful. No, this is the most intense planning we've ever done, and I don't know if
It's going to be
that's
the
stressful.
most intense fight we're going to have to try and release Bo. Get back my sending stuff.
I think you've got your priorities wrong.
I can't believe we're doing this all for Ascending Stone as well. Now that Faber
At this
mentions
point, I'm going to use the beacon or the bottle that Zaga gave me before to try and contact Bo and see if I get any reply.
Nice. Okay. So use a beacon. What do you say to Bo?
I've got to think of 25 words.
Write them out. I'm saying this in character. Write them out. We'll sit and wait.
Don't tell him that they're stinky people.
For the rest of you, for the map. So as she gets the schematics out, she points to obviously the boxes at the top, which is raised above the crowd. The crowd, general public, sit in and around, and the beasts are kind of released, and then the runners have to make it from left to here, where they can climb out. And the idea is they've got to make the full run with a number of beasts left out. So they can make it whichever way they want, but they've got to make it across the full length before being eaten by where the beasts are there. Those that survive and climb up are saved and repent, and those that aren't. And the Elven Guard, whilst there's some Elven Guard placed about, the most of them sit within the boxed area, those that come to watch the high-ranking ones.
Seeing the blueprints, I turn to the rest of the group and go, God, we'll be like little crabs in there.
Not much space to fight up on that platform.
Yeah, platform
Unless
itself is not big.
we say we'd like a different view and spread out across the Colosseum.
Yeah, about 25 foot across the platform.
Do different angles, just get different views. I don't know how if they'd go for that But we could kind of say, maybe I won't be the one to persuade them, but that we want to feel the atmosphere within the crowds, and that might help with
Well,
Von
it's all
Van's plan.
dependent on whether they want all of us up there or not, isn't it?
Mhm.
If
That's
they only
true.
want me, then that's perfectly fine. But obviously, they will recognise you, or will be looking out to see where you guys are, if that is the case.
I suppose it all depends on how you preface the conversation as well.
Yes.
You were all released on the basis that you were making a decision, but there's nothing to say that it's going to be a very busy crowd. The way we have managed to move in and about the crowd itself is because it is a huge amount of the population that turn up for these things. I'm sure your compadres here with their different abilities should be able to blend into a crowd. If you were to turn up alone as a lone warrior, the only one to have made a decision, it might help. I would, looking at with the amount of guards that Sylvanas sits with up in that tail, I mean, having 5 of you up there plus those might be a little bit cramped. So it's up to you. I'm sure you can try and force that if you think that is to your advantage. But it might be best that you are, as Femin says, split out. Gives you some more options across the Colosseum.
I don't know about you guys, but I reckon if Bonbon uses his amulet thing in that box, they're going to kick the shit out of him, and it's going to be pretty hard to concentrate.
Yes, which throws the amulet out the window. But
Of
that's
course,
fine. We
this
have
is
other
for
means
this.
of doing things.
Yeah, this is for this part. I mean, the amulet could be useful in other areas. If the plan here is the plan here to take Sylvanas at the Executioner's Run, because then there is
Front of a crowd and be effective.
incredibly. Then you've got to think about getting back to. They will during the Executioner's Run, the Old Bridge will be at its lowest guard point as they bring a fair amount of guards here to the Executioner's Run. So if the distraction is created and you are to get out quickly, want to make it to Old Bridge while some of the guards are still in disarray, whether Sylvanas is taken here and then you make a quick exit, it could well be that this amulet of yours is better for transportation than anything else. Quickest way to get from
Can
the
it
north
make
of the
it
city to
fly?
the south could be to fly.
I mean, fighting here in this Coliseum, there's going to be a bunch of beasts.
Mm-hmm.
There's going to be guards all around. There's going to be a bunch of elves up on the platform. This is almost as suicidal as attacking the camp. And Bonbon's up on the platform, so I can't even start blasting with fireballs.
Mm-hmm.
Could Otter do some kind of teleporty dimension? No, wait, he doesn't do the dimension door.
Yes, I can dimension.
Could you dimension door and get him out of there before Zaga releases the flames of hell?
Yeah.
I assume they're flames of hell. That seems like Zaga's vibe.
Yes, I could do that. But I'd have to be up there with him.
So what to think about. It would be quite the show for the people to see Sylvanas murdered in front. And whilst the beasts are wild, there's nothing to say that they can't be tried to be used to an advantage.
I mean, you say
the
that
fight.
Shadow Rider's used him to his advantage before.
Indeed, the Shadow Rider does seem to have command of some of the beasts. Has shown ability to command some of the beasts. They are wild animals, as far as we can tell. Maybe with some alterations, as we've seen with the other beasts that we've seen. But they are seemingly displacer beasts of sorts. So.
Hey, Arthur, how do you feel about teaming up with another hero?
I'm more of a lone ranger, despite the fact I keep my sidekicks around, all 4 of them. But yeah, I could do that. Take the burden off me. It's very difficult carrying this team.
Can we nominate
Overweight.
people for the Executioner's Run?
You can nominate to step in for other people.
But just in general, could we nominate?
Uh,
like a tiefling,
Yeah,
for
why
example?
not? Just drop them off. Yeah. But again, that's another part of the plan. If there was part of the show that you were like, as they get called out, you could put yourself. That's the same thing that Shadowrun does. He puts himself forward for people in the pit. The only problem then is you're in the pit with the beasts. But if you want to make a big bang show.
Well, watching Zagor, I've kind of learned how to disguise myself, so I'm happy to.
I think you'd be better off if you let me do it.
Do you think?
I mean, you're just going to give yourself a pass with a paw print on it.
Hello, I'm one of the Elven guards.
No. I was going to make my hair red.
I mean, we joke about disguises, but there are. You are an elf, and they are elves. If there was a way of getting hold of armaments of some of the current elven forces, disguises as Asgard themselves maybe could be able to be pulled off by certain members of you. There are many options, but like we say, we need to ideally.
How much time?
Not a lot of time, but sometimes, a short amount of time means you just have to make plans quickly and hope that they don't fall so far that you all end up dead. It's worked for you so far, hasn't it?
It has so far.
So, with if this is the high-level plan, more details we can get into. Make a show of some sort at the executioner's run. We can have Red Hoods on guard to help with the revolution, with the stirring of the crowd against the elves. Some form of quick escape to the south. We still need to find out where indeed the druids are being held if we are to get them out in one fell swoop.
So, on that note, I'll send a message to Bo saying, Bo, if you are alive or safe, please let us know. If you can give us your location and any info on their plans.
Nice. You get a response back from Bo, who just is like, "What? Fun." And then you can Send you have to speak. Do you have to speak send it, or do you think it? Does it say on the spell?
The target hears the message in his mind and recognises you as a sender if it knows you and can answer in a like manner.
Oh, it's really nice. So he doesn't need to worry. You can, even in the thoughts, you can feel there is a weariness and a slowness to the response that would indicate the bow is potentially hurt. As he says, "Oh shit, would Bo be smart enough to notice 25 words?" Yeah. So he will just say, "Von, things went bad. Being held in brick facility near troll fight, chained up and told Death Bloom is visiting. Help, not much time left." That's exactly 25. So for your benefits, because you would have had sight of the facility, this is the camp. This is where you guys were held in the church. This is where you had your meeting and where you grabbed your hair from the top. This was the new part. This is where you fought the troll. So you would assume
he's in that new building.
This brick, and this was the only building that had been cobbled together with brick. So the rest of these are wooden-clad buildings. These are tents, so highly flammable. This is a stone-based building.
I will relay all that to the rest.
Yeah. So again, with schematics, you can kind of draw up with Viper to be like, okay, if you're going to get here quickly, sounds like there's one place you'll be heading for.
If the Death Bloom's visiting, I can't imagine that the Death Bloom is going to be going to the executioner's run. Or maybe he likes a show.
He did have a way of showing a bit of pizzazz. I assume. Maybe.
the death bloom.
Yeah, I get this impression the Death Bloom is very is like a panto villain. very over the top. Quite camp. Not.
He's behind you.
Very much that, yeah.
Oh no, he's not.
We'll set that up for one of you to die.
It sounds like we've got the basics of a plan. I need to go see my brothers. Does anybody want to come? And you can fill us in on the rest of the details later.
Sure, I'll come with you in a second.
Oh, let's go!
I'm going to stay here and ask Vaughn to explain the plan to me 5 or 10 more times so I can understand.
If you've got enough of there,
And
so
even then, I'm not certain.
the only thing Viper will leave you with as you leave, just so I don't refer, is so she is on board with that as a plan. For her Red Hoods, they're going to go out and start spreading rumors. They're going to try and find more information if they can on the Shadow Rider to try and at least find out who they are beforehand. If they could do anything, but you don't think they'll be that successful because they haven't found anything thus far. They're going to start spreading rumors that something big is going to happen to draw a big crowd to give you the best chance of creating the biggest distraction and this chance of like turning the people on the elves at the executioners run tomorrow. That's what she's going to do. She then says to you, if there's any ways that you have of potentially finding out who the Shadow Rider is through whatever you have, magical abilities and otherwise, then she would urge you to do so beforehand. If not, you're gonna have to try and find contact with them on the day before, or like at the event if they are there.
Can we have Bonbon RP out explaining to Arthur the plan 5 or 10 more times?
Yeah, if we just do it after I've gone to bed, that'd be great. Because I don't need to hear it.
Did it after I've gone to bed as well.
Well, as long as you make sure that you put your alarm on, you should be fine.
Hey, that wasn't my job.
Can I check one thing about a spell that I don't have? So with Dimension Door, does that have to be within a certain range?
You have to be stood next to the person to take them.
So
and you can go 500 foot away, I think.
And you'd have to know where you were going. Like,
yeah.
Familiar.
Yeah.
Yeah, you arrive exactly the spot desired as long as you know where it is.
Yeah. So you can guess.
Place you can see, one you can visualize, or one you can describe by stating distance and direction.
Yeah.
So you could Dimension Door into the brick building, grab bow, and then piss off out of there. That would be too easy, right?
That would be 2 uses of the spell,
which
would be all of Otter's spell slots or all of my 4th level spell slots, and I can't do it because he's bigger than me.
Got it.
Yeah, so and you'd be
before and Herb's figured a way out of it now.
Yeah.
Oh, when you did it with Galen.
When you did it.
Not Galen. What was the guy's name? Arthur's dad.
Yeah.
I think that was. What was it? 2 secs. I'm looking at my notes.
Callan.
Yeah, it was Callan.
Yeah.
Callan.
Look at me having notes.
Yeah. So you could. Yeah, it's just whether it's the getting in, getting out. As long as you'd have to know. You'd have to get to the thing and like guesstimate. If you don't know, if you've not been in that room before, there's always a chance that you can fuck it up.
Okay. I hope Bo doesn't die, because if I lose another friend in this fucking campaign, I'm gonna cry.
Well,
again.
Unfortunately, people be dying. Yeah. Sweet. So yeah, as you guys leave, Viper leaves you that. She's going to set out to start getting the Red Hoods out, whispering in the town, telling people that the executions run, that there's rumour that the next execution run is going to be big, that the Shadow Rider is going to be there, that there's going to be some move against the elves, that you're not going to want to miss it. They want to get a big crowd there. Start drumming up the like, this might be the last one, we're going to get rid of the elves. Like little bits of discontent in certain pubs, in certain areas, starting to like get some rumours moving as quick as they can in such a short period of time. Yeah. And you were heading off to see the kobolds.
Oh, yeah, see the kobolds with Otter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just fancy seeing some kobolds again. He loves kobolds.
Nice. Are you all going, or just? I thought you were all going. Or only two?
No, I'm getting the plan explained to me.
Okay.
10. I said 5 to 10 times. I'm thinking 15 now.
Okay. I thought that was.
I
just
don't know
not
if
happening.
Fabian wants to come with us. She likes the kobolds. She gave them all a gold piece last time.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I will.
Cool.
And also because when you two are together, there always seems to be trouble, so I feel like I need to babysit.
Trouble. Yeah, like I say, with Viper in here now, you're waiting for Zindar to come back for a report, which is going to be an hour or so. So it's.
Oh, that was the pirate report.
That's the
right?
pirate report, yeah. If you want to wait for that, she's going to get the report, so you can get it from her later if you're not there. But you can meet Zindar if you are there in like an hour or so. So I'm just for those staying behind. There's not Viper's thinking you're all going. She's like, just do that. I'm going to go. You're left on your own. So if you're happy to stay on your own, fair enough. If you wanted to go, fair
You can
enough.
come with us to see the kobolds.
Yeah. You know, mate.
Bonbon can explain while we walk.
Bonbon's writing down 25-word messages just in case he needs them.
I don't have
Nice.
any more beacons, so.
Oh god, that's the last one.
Well, Zach has got some. So I can get some off him.
I've got 2 of the bottles left.
Good. So you head towards to go meet the Outscale Symphony down in the pub that I always forget the name of.
Druid's Grove. Is
Druid's, oh yeah,
Bonbon.
Druid's Grove.
There's so
Sorry.
much.
How can I forget the Druid's Grove? Fish and Shamrock's the one you're underneath. Nice. So you head to the pub. It is the morning time. So the pub is Stanky. Weatherspoons in the morning. Or no, sorry, what you say? It wasn't Weatherspoons. It was Be at 1 in the morning. Sticky floor. So as you arrive, you can see there's a few people out the front who are down there already. The usual types. But yeah, as you go into the pub, you can see that behind the bar, they're cleaning up behind their bars. They come in like, oh, sorry, we're not. And he notices who you are. He's like, oh, your brothers are in the back.
Yeah, I'll wake them up. And I'm going to go and bang on the door loudly.
Yeah, nice. So like, I forgot what the guys. I always forget the fucking guys.
Surely you've got a gong you can use to wake them up.
I do, but that would be a bit overkill.
As you bang on the door and you just hear, fuck off,
Get up, you lazy fucks!
fuck, just come in. I'm not getting up. This better be this. You better be here for something good because fuck, it's early.
Open the door and I usher all 5 of us into the room. The
Nice.
stinky, small room.
I was gonna say
where
there
3 kobolds and
would
sitting
likely
in
be
the
some
bar.
Constitution saving throws for the smelly beer farts that are coming out of this room.
Imagine if Saga dies from the smelly beer.
Ooh, Roderick, that was the guy's name.
all of this tomfoolery, and that's what.
Baywin, hold your nose!
Farin stands outside. She has no
I
interest.
prestidigitation the room.
Oh, you guys are useful. Well, I mean, I'd get dressed, but you're in my bedroom, so I'm gonna stay the way I am. Why are you here, Saga? What do you want?
Multiple things.
Multiple things. Brilliant.
First, you need to write a new song.
Oh.
Have you heard about this Shadow Rider?
Oh, is this the guy that's like riding beasts and doing stupid shit in this stupid run thing? Sounds like a madman.
Yeah, you need to make a song about how great he is.
He sounds like a pretentious asshole.
And I don't care, I haven't met him, but you need to make a song.
Okay.
You need to perform it a bunch of times tonight, and then you need to be ready to perform it at the thing at the Coliseum tomorrow.
We don't go to the. You want us to go
You
to
need
the?
to.
Yo, Zach, that's some fucked up shit. They get them just running, and then these beasts are eating people.
I know, we're gonna go there and kill some elves. And I look behind me to see if anyone's listening from outside the room.
Like Faywin.
You hear, as you all stood there, so there's no way you can close the door. As you say, we're gonna kill some elves. You just like can hear where the tidying and stuff's happening, like the mopping that just stops, and there's like that second of silence, and then he just carries on mopping again. You hear the bucket get dragged further away. He's like, I'm not having none of this shit. Definitely heard you say it. Whether they'll do anything with that information, you don't know. Oh man, we can do the song, but you want us to go to the actual run itself and perform?
Yeah. When he shows up, you need to sing the song loud as you can and make a ruckus about how great he is.
Oh shit, man, that sounds really dangerous.
We're gonna do a thing. The city's gonna be revolting.
The city is revolting. It stinks.
I mean, it's gonna be more revolting.
It's gonna stink more. How can it stink more than it already stinks?
That's the plan, right? We're gonna make the city revolting.
You want to make the city stink more?
I look at Bon Bon.
Oh, am I there?
No,
It's
you're
up to
explaining
you.
the plan to me. He's not in.
I gave you
he's
the
not
option.
there with
If you want to stay behind, it's fine. I just like to make sure that everyone's got the option if they want to come along, or they can stay behind.
I wanted to
Faven's
watch
He can
it.
explain the
How
plan
it
to
was.
me on the way if he wants.
You,
To,
you want to write the plan out?
if he wants to be there.
Faven sticks her head into
If
the
he's
ring.
not here, then I look at Fabian
Yeah.
and I say the plan is to make the city more revolting.
Revolution. It's like and then I pull my head back out.
Revolution. Okay. All right. Well, I mean, we can.
Shut up and do it.
I know, but it's you seen these elves, man. I don't want to die.
They're gonna be too busy with us to give a shit about you.
Okay, you better not fuck us up. Okay, but then how are we gonna know? You're gonna know. You're gonna tell us like when this guy turns up. You want us to sing a song that we haven't even written yet.
We'll get writing.
For fuck's sake. Okay.
It's gotta be about how awesome he is. Shadow Rider, you're the best. You've got the biggest dick. Blah blah blah.
Yeah, I'm glad we got that. So one of us got the genius genes in this family, eh?
Look, I'm an artist, but I'm busy with other things.
Okay, maybe you should spend some more time writing songs because they were shit, you know what I'm saying? He like slaps on the tap, and as he slaps his belly, he just lets out a huge fart. It's just like, it's just like, oh shit. Arda, can you make the stank? The stank's gonna be bad if you don't get this going.
Yeah, instantly. Ping.
I'm tasting it. Oh, good, nice. Okay.
Right, other business.
Other business. You want me to write a song, or you want us all to turn up and play for this fucking Shadow Rider? Is that
Yeah,
not
I've
enough?
already told you that. Next
Jesus.
business.
Okay, next
The night my
business.
bagpipes were taken. What happened?
We were gambling. We were drinking and gambling with the circus freak people because the show was shit. And then they were playing the dice game. He was bringing some games. We were playing the coins. And then the wages, they were going up and going up. We lost some money, blah, blah, blah. And then he stole your bagpipes, right?
You stole them, right?
Yeah,
That's what I said.
definitely.
He said somebody gave them to him in exchange for the gold.
Can I insight check the kobold?
Yeah. Give me an insight. Yeah, give me an insight check.
19.
19. You can see that Silverstrom thinks that's what, like, he seems pretty good. Thundertap, the bigger guy that just did the fire, who is looking up, has a more worried look on his face.
I look at Thunder, whatever his name is. And Is that really what happened?
Silverstrom looks like, what are you looking at him for? Yeah, that's what happened. These clowns, these circus freaks turned up. We got gambling with them. They wanted to take some money. I think they want some money, and then they stole from Zaga. They stole his bagpipes.
They stole.
The look on his face makes me think something else happened.
He looks at Thunder. He's like, what fucking look, Thunder? What are you looking at his face for? And he goes, I haven't got no face. You know, the man came. We lost money.
And you gave him the gold you lost, right?
Well, Yep.
I did give him the bagpipes.
No. He goes, we didn't give him no bagpipes. It wasn't, I mean, there was a lot of gambling going on. There was a lot of debt to be played. I don't know what was given over. We did. I mean, the bagpipes went missing. They were stolen, right? They weren't part of the deal.
Was anybody else there?
There was so many people there. We were all getting fucked up, but I don't really remember. Like the
Was anybody
cousins.
particularly interested in the bagpipe?
I don't think anybody was that interested in the bagpipes because they're a shitty instrument. He slaps Fun the Tap again. And he's like, okay, but it's not the time for joking. No, I don't think so. I just know that we, thinking about it, we did lose a lot of money to that total. Like more money than we have.
Did the
So.
turtle steal them or not?
Well, I mean, the turtle definitely took the bagpipes.
I know that part.
And you definitely didn't want him to take the bagpipes.
I'm sure of that.
So Flickerfoot leans forward and goes, "Hey, dum-dum, of course he took your bagpipes because we had a big debt. You were passed out. You drank too much, you little fucking
You
got
gave
excited.
him my bagpipes. What about your instruments?
Well, it wasn't just our choice. It was kind of everyone was in it together. We all lost a lot of money. Everyone got kind of excited. You know how it gets when we're in the den and we're gambling and everyone's up in one and up in one. And this stupid fucking turtle comes out with his game and he's like, hey, you want to do this one-off?
The game rigged.
I mean, maybe, let's say yes. We lost a lot of money on a dice
So he
game.
cheated us and stole.
Potentially. But yeah, when we were looking around to pay this turtle, we had no gold left. Someone, I don't even know who it was. He's like, I think, as soon as I'm like, hey, what me? It's like someone decided to do this like double or nothing, one-off rice.
Who decided? Who decided?
I can't remember. Someone did, but we were all in it together. We looked around. We had no gold to pay, so...
Was there a weird-looking elf there? A weird-looking elf?
No, it's just that turtle and some of these little circus freaks. I think we just, Look, I mean, that's why we got sent here. You know?
Because it's your fault.
Well, yeah, because Mom, she felt bad that you went off and just ran off after these goddamn
Because it's
bagpipes.
your fault.
Well, because we got, I mean, you could have just stayed. The bagpipes aren't that good anyway. They're not
Write the fucking song.
He's like, well, that's why we're here to help. Because
Write the fucking song.
Okay, I'm sorry, Zega. But we didn't realize it was going to kick off this whole shit. I mean, we were just here to help you find them or to convince you to come home. But you seem
Fucking
like
bastards.
Yeah, you seem like you're really getting into something now.
Fucking. Ah!
Yeah.
Father, can you make this room smell of the worst beer farts?
Come on. Felt up like
Father, do it. Do it.
Please don't do it. It stink bad. What? You know, it happens to the best of us. But we're here to help now. So
I never gave away your shitty instruments.
Well, yeah. Wow. It was a collective. I mean, you should have stayed awake. If you could handle your booze, then we wouldn't be in this situation, would we?
Write the fucking song.
We'll write the song. Okay. We'll do this. We'll get the song, and then we'll get the. We'll help with the elves. Okay, we're here to help you. That's what we're here for. Mama sent us down to make sure.
Bag is already stalling out. And he turns behind him and says, "Faywin, slam the door for me."
I use gust to slam.
Just watch him because he's gonna be angry for like a little while now. He's like little, but he's got like a short fuse, and when he goes off, fuck it.
Yeah, we've seen it.
Yeah.
So thank you for making that worse.
Yeah, just watch him. He's been a bit weird recently as well, right?
He was fine, but.
Well, we thought he was just
maybe
stressed
it's just having
about.
his brothers in town.
Hey, we bring joy. What you on about? You had that time, but yeah, he's just doing a bit. Just watch out for him, you know. You guys are getting into some weird shit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, mommy. You just asked us to come. You come and ask us
I'll
to
do
play.
what I want, Cobalt.
Faywin, slam the door.
I slammed the door.
Whenever I do what I want.
Okay. We're going
I
right.
don't like your brothers anymore, Zaga.
I don't fucking like them.
Cool.
They better write that goddamn song.
They're gonna write the best goddamn song. You didn't help them though. You got really good performance. Oh. Let's roll a nat 20. I was like, their performance isn't as good as your performance. I rolled a nat 20. It's fine. Sweet. They're gonna go away. They feel pretty gooey. They're gonna write a really good song.
Nice.
Is the DM actually going to write the song?
Of course, I am my good friend and helper.
Chat GPT.
There's only so much I can do. Writing songs is outside the remit of everything else I have to plan. Yeah, but they'll work on a song. You definitely feel like they don't want to go, but they will go because you've asked them to go.
Because I've shamed them into
You've shamed them into it. Yeah, you've found out why they're here to help you. Cool. So, heading back.
Yeah, unless anyone else has Otter anything to do.
I need to be there for this meeting.
Nice. So you guys make your way back. As you get back, you felt like you were gone quite a long time, but as you get back, Von is still explaining the plan to Arta.
Can I do an insight check to see if Arthur understands yet?
100%.
10.
Can I do a check to find out if I understand?
You can do a deception if you're trying to convince both.
No.
Von and
I'm literally.
Oh,
trying
you
to
literally
know
don't
if
understand? Yeah, roll a straight intelligence.
Oh God. 17. Bam, bam, bam.
Hey.
It's going in. You understand that there's multiple parts of the plan now. That was a confusing thing because you were like, is the Colosseum in the prison? But it's not. Now it's starting to come together once that bit clicked. All of a sudden it's like, oh, that's what you're talking about. So you have a little eureka moment.
The fun thing is, I'm going to need to be reminded when we actually do it.
Oh, yeah, of course. As we all do, as it will all go wrong within the first 5 minutes, as every plan does. But at least there's a good
Yeah, I mean, I
plan.
don't really actually know what the plan
No,
is.
I don't quite plan yet. There's enough of a plan, though, to move forward, which is great.
There is enough. I know that I'm going to be stuck in that box with the
You
elves
can make
and
whichever choices.
have to try and work out something to fucking do.
I guess I'll be there as well.
It all depends. All you know from your meeting with Sylvanas is you have all been given a reprieve due to Von, but they have spoken to you about your link. So whether you all go in and say, yeah, we're all going to come work for you, let's go to this executions run, not, or you go, no, only some of us chose, the other ones decided to turn against you, brother. There has been no stipulation, Von, that you turn up with everyone. So you can make up whatever you want to make up. You just got to make sure it sticks when you do so. But you were pulled singly. They were held as collateral. They want as many fighters as possible. But you know that this isn't the event. If 3 of you turn up, they're like, cool. 3 of you turn up. You would probably get the feeling that your first thing would be like, go and kill your friends. If you're not with us, you're against us. Like, that's the sort of thing you're in now. But they are very arrogant about their powers. Otherwise, if they weren't, you probably wouldn't be allowed to just freely walk around the city, right? You wouldn't have been given a 2-day grace period in the city to walk around, make plans. Cool. So you make it back. As you make it back, Artazi's epiphany moment, understands the plan finally. As you see coming down the stairs from the almost like following just a couple of minutes behind you, coming down the stairs towards from the pub down the stairs into the main area, this human, quite like slightly, maybe just a little bit younger than Otter. More broad, slightly broader shoulders, big frame, black beard with white streaks that run through it, like 2 big white streaks that run down, a few little speckled dots there, complete shaved side of head, and a slick of hair that is like stuck to his head as he gets in and takes off a not quite like a tricorn hat, but like I can't think of what the hat is called. A mix between like a pirate's hat and a cowboy's hat. There's this sort of thing as he steps in, kind of nods to you guys and walks forward, goes to the bar, and just says, you let Viper know that Zindar is here. As he sits and waits, guy behind the bar shoots round. Viper comes out beforehand. She's like, Zindar, welcome. Thank you for coming to the thing. He's like, this is an information relationship. I don't like coming to the headquarters. You don't know who might see you with these elves about. And she's like, no, please come with us. It's been important that you tell us what you know. As she looks at you lot and like, come on. As she walks Zindar into the round room, the meeting room area that you've gone to before, as she kind of waves you guys to follow suit. Assuming you're all going to go in there, you will make your way inside. Yeah, you get a good look of this. Looks at first glance, you can see like whilst like quite broad, quite tough looking. You can see like the hands are large and like calloused in certain places. They're working inside. He's a dock worker as well as being the kind of harbour master here. You can see he's a hardy human. Doesn't give you any pings of magical or like military in any way, shape or form. Just looks like a big, hard, strong bastard sailor man. As you all come in, he's like, whoa. And Fab was like, don't worry, these are part of the, these are more of the Red Hoods. They are some of our best Red Hoods, in fact, and are quite interested in the information you have on the blockade. Hopefully, maybe able to help if you have some further information for us. She's like, okay, but we still just have the deal, the Red Hoods, that I'm not part of you guys. I give off the information where I can. I look after the harbour, and there's important information that I have to pass backwards and forwards. So just so you know, like we're not the same. What do you want to know? As he kind of looks towards you guys, he's like, we've got the 3 ships. Is there any information that you particularly need?
Do you know anything about the captains of the ship?
Well, I mean, I've run into and heard stories of, of 2 of them. Captain of the Sturge is an absolute cunt. Apparently, he did a job up in the north. He's got a much bigger ship. They call him. I think he's been trying to call himself like Nightwing, but he's more since his job. But he was known as Blackwood before. He took out 2 pirate crews in the north, robbed their ships. Apparently slaughtered a load of them, and got away. But he's got this second ship now, which that they robbed off, which they're using in the blockade, called the Sturge. It's just a schooner. It's got it's quick, from what we've heard, and he is Blackwood's a bit of an horrible bastard. So I don't think he's really playing by the rules that the rest of them are. If I'd say there's someone that's a little bit more of an arsehole on the edge, I'd say it's Blackwood. He's not a nice character. The other ones, the Serpent on the Emerald Eye, she's pretty whippy. From what I can tell from the merchants, they do a lot of trickery. They catch these guys that are coming in here for the first time, don't really know what's going on. Next thing they know, they've been pulled up on. They're having their goods robbed from them. They don't tend to murder so much. Serpent doesn't like to kill. The Sturge will just murder him. Just leave the ships floating. But the Serpent, she's a bit more, got a bit in her nous. She plans her attacks a little bit more. That new one, the bigger ship, the Dragonfang, I haven't got a clue on. We've not seen it around these parts before. I'm assuming it's coming from... I heard Dragonfang. I thought it was from Drakkar at first, but apparently they've got some... quite the arsenal on there. That's the ship with the meat and potatoes, let me tell you that. But no, this captain, I've not heard much. Whether it's a new captain of the ship... not been around these parts before, whether she's from the north or from somewhere else, no idea, but they seem to have banded together, which is fucking annoying because we're not getting any goods in, and my merchants are being slain out in the waters or having their goods robbed from them, so we're a little bit stuck. But no, that's as much as I know on the ships themselves. We've got a bit more information on some of the crew, but that's all hearsay from those that come in, really.
It's not known that pirates collaborate very often. Are they getting on, or is there tension between them?
From what we can hear, I can only imagine they seem to be under this watchful gaze of this Drake Lord of the Dragonfang. But there's, Blackwood's a cunt. He is. If the rumours are to be true, he slayed 2 pirate crews up in the north during a wedding day. So he isn't one for sticking around in alliances or making friends. So if there's anyone that's on the edge who is likely to break this alliance, it's likely Blackwood. He is, doesn't make friends easily.
Interesting. And what's his hearsay from the crew you've heard?
They've definitely got smaller crews on these 2 ships. I'm not quite sure what's going on. I think the Dragonfang is ran on a pretty skeleton crew, from what I understand, there don't seem to be many that have passed through or worked hands on it before, but they definitely have the arsenal. In terms for the Emerald Eye and the Sturge, I mean, the Emerald Eye have got a slick crew. Serpent, she's got a very slick set of crew members there. Very, very good. There's some decent thieves that have made the jump from land to sea on there. Sturge is a bit more wishy-washy. There's rumours that half his crew's made up, especially with the new ships, that his crew's been split. His good crew's been split across multiple ships now, and they're a little bit more easy to break. There's rumours he just grabbed a couple of people from prisoners or whatever else, taking people hostage and kind of forced them into working on the ships, which is never a good thing. Not if you're trying to run a ship on the sea. So, the Sturge is the one to watch out for. He kind of looks towards Viper, and he's like, I mean, I've got... And she's like, anything you have to share, please share with them. And he's like, well, we've had... I've had news that there's been... Well, there's potentially someone coming ashore. There was an informant that is on the Sturge that has tried to make contact with some of the guys that got in there. Some of these merchant ships that get through aren't being caught down or just being tormented if they've got nothing else to share. Someone got through and said, got message to me that one of them is looking to come to shore at their earliest opportunity. It doesn't sound like it's one of the crew that is maybe one of Blackwood's best friends. So if we get a meeting with them to find out what's going on there, we can definitely, I suppose, someone's got to meet with them. If you want to be part of that as well, if Viper's okay with that, then when they come ashore, we can put you in touch. I don't really know what they want. All we have is a message to say that they're looking for to meet the right people to discuss the ship. But it was just from the Sturge itself, and from what I can make out, it was a message kind of flung across to them rather than an official envoy.
Interesting.
Yeah, so we were going to arrange a meeting when they get them in, if we can get them on the transport ship. A lot of these ships, they don't dock for very long. Emerald Eye barely docks at all. The Sturge, a little bit more stable. I think they're a little bit more cocky. So they do come in. We have seen a few of their crew hit the Cloudport before. They don't stay long. Normally, it's to try and get a bit more. But we haven't had them come in for a while because we haven't got anything here for them to steal now. But yeah, if we get them nearby, we can definitely see if we can flag them down and get whoever this is a meeting with some people, find out some information, and I get that information. I pass it back to Viper.
I'll be interested in speaking to the captain of that ship if I can. Blackwood, you said his name was?
Blackwood, yeah. Or Nightwing, if you want to go by his new name. I mean, by all means, I can't get you a meeting with Blackwood. You'd have to get on the ship if you want to get hold of him. Man, to be honest, I'm not sure how. But if he's spending his time between ships, I think this is quite a lucrative little deal for him down here. So at the moment, he's spending a lot of time on this ship, but he does have other ships that are floating around. He's been out hunting around for using these other ships. They're kind of patrolling from the north all the way around. He's stretching himself a little bit thin, but I can't get you a meeting with the captain.
How about somebody else who works on the ship? Can you do that?
Like I say, the only contact we have with the ship is sending you out there to get captured yourself, and you can speak to whoever the fuck picks you up, or we wait to see whoever this is with this message. If they can get off the Sturge and get over, we're willing to take them in to gain information. So we're waiting for that.
Okay.
That's all the information we have on them for now. Nothing's still getting in. We're trying to send the merchant ships down. I've been trying to get word out to see if we can use the port that's down in the Border Forest, but I've been told the Border Forest is completely off the radar. So God knows. At the moment, I'm a little bit stuck. We can't get ships through. We're getting very small schooners out in the night, in the dead of night, but even the Sturge or the Emerald Eye, I've been picking up those now. They're patrolling. Different crews patrolling in the day, different crews patrolling in the night. They seem hell bent on shutting us down here, and I haven't got a fucking clue why they're hanging around so much. But all I can do is help try and clear it on.
Well, hopefully we can find a solution and get you back up and running.
Yeah, that would be great. Like I say, I mean, if Viper's okay with it, I will send word when we hear that we are getting another contact with whoever this is that's trying to get us a message. Because I would like to hand them over to someone who's a little bit more capable than myself. I'm new to this Red Hood malarkey. Viper's like, thank you, Zindar, for coming in, and I appreciate we don't normally ask you to come, but you are always welcome. Of course, you are part of the extended crew here. But yes, if you can let us know, unless we have any more questions, then that we'll be able to find you down at the Cloudport. Exactly. Yep. Come down to the Harbour Master's office. I mean, come up with any sort of excuse to get hold of me. But I'll be willing to see you if you have some questions. I'm always meeting strange individuals down at the port, so that should be fine from that point of view. So yeah, the cloud, the Cloudport. That's once that circus ship is gone and out of here. Will be good, although I'm not sure how he's going to get past that blockade, so fuck knows where he's going. As he starts to get up and leave. So,
Thank you. Been very insightful.
he's like, no, cool, lovely. He just like kind of nods at you all as he scoots out and disappears. Typhus like, so that's Harbour Master. So he will have more information as it comes in, and if you would like, I can keep you abreast of anything that comes in when they find out. I think they're hoping that we're going to get someone upon one of these ships who is maybe not so happy with being stationed out there, and we can get some more useful information. We have been unable to get any of our Red Hoods onto the ships, and to be fair, approaching as they are sat now is either a suicide mission or one that we are not going to retrieve any information from, because you will go one way and not come back. So, yes, a little bit stuck from that side. But anything comes in, we can let you know.
Okay, thank you.
Perfect. So we have got the Whisperers out, spreading the rumours necessary. And the plan, I suppose, is all in play. Any ideas on how you may locate this Shadow Rider?
Ask you really nicely to give us a clue.
Well, we've been looking. We don't really. All the information we have on the Shadow Rider is that they are a pain to the elves. They seem to be well trained. And by the fact that they have been caught, seem to be able to evade their practices. So our thinking was that there was someone that must know their practices well, if not an elf themselves, and someone that is well versed in how they operate, because they've managed to stay out of their clutches, but they've also managed to stay out of ours. So someone that is, has some skills about them at least.
Maybe if we shine a symbol into the sky, we may be able to draw them out.
That's that random shot in the dark.
My idiot brothers are gonna write a song and start singing it tonight.
Okay. Well, I mean, you. These are all great plans.
Did I stress the idiot part?
Yeah, feel like long shots, slightly. I mean, what information do you? I mean, you spent some time with. In the encampment beforehand, you've been in there, Von, this time round. Is there anything you can, I suppose, anything you can pull on from your knowledge that could help? We, to our detriment now, didn't spend a lot of time really paying any mind to the Border Control. They were there as a show of very light force. They were very poorly armed, and they never really got involved in Redvant themselves. They stuck to the city, so we didn't really pay much attention to what was going on with them, because they were not to be worried about. Obviously, this force that are here now are a completely different kettle of fish. So, yes, we are not best placed for picking up information or understanding potentially who this person may be?
I mean, I only really knew a few of them. Obviously, Sylvanas herself.
Oh, we know that's not Sylvanas.
Thalia, who was the captain there before. Didn't see him there when I was there this time. So he could possibly be a lead for who this is if you think it may well be someone that has insider knowledge of the practices. Apart from that, it's Bo really who I knew.
And Bo would have the best knowledge of those that are in and around the camp at the time.
He
As I say, I did not see Thalia at all, so it may well be.
And this Thalia was the captain of the border force.
Yes,
Worked with Sylvanas.
he did work with Sylvanas, but obviously at that point Sylvanas was not what she is now.
Yes.
So, you know, I mean, if by some form of luck Thalia managed to get away without being affected by this, then it may well be him.
Yes, well...
did you tell Viper about... Sorry, did you tell Viper about Bo's message saying not much time? Was she there when you relayed that to us?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, lead to lead, do you have any way of contacting this or finding out where this Thalia may be?
I mean, we have the beacons, but if we use another one of them and he is on their side, then
Yes. That's going to have to be a well-worded 25 words.
Exactly. I mean, I wouldn't even know where to begin and what to say. There's so much going around inside my head at the moment.
Well, we have a semblance of a plan. I mean, if we cannot make contact with the Shadowrunner, then we can hope to try and make contact on the day, but that is leaving it quite tight.
Yes.
Of course.
I mean, I may wander around. I know it may well be pointless, but I might have a little wander around town, see if I can see anything that may be of interest.
Well, we can get you the...
if I see someone I recognise that's not dressed like they are, that
Yes.
may well be of interest.
Yeah, they must well be local if they are attending the events. We are pulling and trying to pull the latest addresses from those that made it out of the executioner's run, or those that were switched places with the Shadow Rider to see if there has been any contact since, if they have any understanding as why they were selected. Potentially. So yes, once we get that list over, we can pass that on to you as well, if you wanted to go and investigate if there's anything there. But yes, the earlier we could make contact, if possible, the better, due to just trying to get as much of the plan settled as possible. But we are in motion now. Quite a big one.
It's very scary times.
A little bit exciting, and Otter's looking for a fight. So I think there'll be one coming.
Yes, there's no avoiding this one.
There's no avoiding this one. Nice, Cool. That's 11 o'clock. Feels like a good place to stop there. That you guys have some more time to forget the plan, to think about the plan again. As we will pick up next week. A little more information given, about the pirate cruise that's outside. You know more about the layouts of both the Executioner's Run and potentially where Bo is being kept. And there is some semblance of a giant plan which sounds cool. I'm not going to lie. Pretty jealous that I don't get to play the plan. I've got to be on the wrong side of the plan. I like the plan.
You'll have Viper's Lot. Viper's Lot be.
Yeah, that's brilliant, though. That's fucking boring. I want to help you guys win the fight. I want to kill you, don't I? I want to kill you. I
Do you
can't
actually
help.
like the plan? Do you actually think it's a good plan?
I think of all the plans, it's the most exciting. It's a 2-part plan. It's a 2-mission in one plan, which makes it super exciting.
It's also an actual plan. I don't think we've done one in a long time.
Yeah.
We didn't have a choice really but to make one or we would have died.
Yeah.
I mean, we're probably still going to die. Let's be.
No,
real.
we're not. Shut
Everyone's got their second character ready, or third character.
Just in
Or
case.
Kobolds are going to sing a song. What could go wrong?
Carol's going to sing.
Oh,
I mean, it's a nat 20.
They're going to give us
bardic.
bardic. Are they going to give us bardic inspiration? That'd be good.
But no, it's. I mean, the more of the plan you can come up with, the better we can come up with mechanics and stuff to help. But yeah, them rolling that 20 on their performance check to write the song. I mean, the song's gonna be pretty damn good if you're trying to incite revolution. So no, it sounds pretty cool. I mean, visually, fucking
we're
pretty
inciting
sweet.
revolution. I just thought we were making the city more revolting.
I mean, that's what Zaga thinks. But yeah, if you can turn the city at a spectacle like the Colosseum against the elves by slaying the head of the elves, and then quickly make your way to the south where it'll be the point where the old bridge is least guarded and get Bo. It's an Ocean's 11 type plan. Of course, there are many dice rolls to happen that could ruin said plan, but overall,
The first dice
like
roll
it.
will ruin it.
Vaughn, on the stage.
I know how it
roll on
is.
that one. Are your friends not coming? No, my friends are not here. Roll a persuasion check. Nat 1. Okay, everybody, roll initiative. You're being looked up.
Because like the last time we did a plan, it messed up on like the first bit.
But that sometimes happens. But I like this is high level, and this is the good level of planning because it's like we know we're going to do this. We're going to try and do this and kill this, and we know we've got to get here to do this thing. We know where we're going here. We know roughly what the outlook is here. That's probably enough of a plan before seeing what the environment is like, and then go from there. You've kept it to a good level of high level that you can ad lib below, depending on what gets thrown out in front of you. So I think it's good. It's progress. It's only taken a year. And a bit. But well, God, we're getting there. And it smells like such a good plan that almost there might be a level up to come afterwards, depending on how it. Well, I mean, as long as you're alive, but it feels like this could be the milestone that we're just. I'm just saying, maybe next week. Next week we talk about the plan for 3 hours. Let's go. Yeah, we'll do some stuff. Brilliant. Good sesh. See you next week. Ta-ta, farewell.
Nipples.